Oi, gente. Meu Deus, por que que eu estou branca? Tô. Jesus, por que que a câmera tá assim? Ela não tava assim. Ah, droga. Quem sabe faz ao vivo. E quem não sabe também faz ao vivo. E arrumar isso aqui, meu Deus, tá muito feio. O sol. Ah, não. É, musicão, musicão. Tá ligado isso aqui, né? Tá. Tá melhor, mas tá ruim ainda. Por que que eu tô tão assim? Que agonia. Eu fico super pálida também. Hoje é aniversário do Stephen King. Não tem condições. Não tem condições. E, olha só, meu Deus. Não estava assim. Por que você. Peraí. Parabéns ao mestre. Exatamente. Por que que não me deixa falar? Ah, haha. Tá, mas aí é demais, né? Uh, melhorou! Aê, gente, deu certo. Agora não tem um holofote na minha cara. Muito que bem, muito que bem. Agora eu posso falar com vocês em paz. Eu. Agora, né? Nossa, tava horrível antes. Eu tava. O que que eu ia falar? Fecharam o LinkedIn, né? Agora. Eu tava pensando hoje que a gente vai fazer o quê? Que a gente vai. Eu vou obrigar vocês a assistirem a websérie de Carmilla. Eu acho uma ótima pedida. Também vai ter sprint, né? Porque hoje eu vou ler o livro do nosso clube de leitura. Para quem não sabe, temos um clube de leitura que estamos lendo Salem. O clube se chama Zona Literária. Fiz um delay aí. Ai, você sempre quis ver? Pois vamos ver. Olha só, eu já vi, tá? Eu já vi 3 vezes. Mas eu sou meio obcecada por essa série. E eu queria dar algumas explicações. Que é tipo assim, não esperem grandes efeitos, não esperem grandes produções, porque é uma websérie que não tinha dinheiro. Já vou avisar, né? Não tinha dinheiro, gente. Então, assim, não é uma coisa uau, sabe? E é mais para um teatro do que do que um filme, sabe? É mais pensando numa peça teatral. Então, assim, pensem que você tá vendo uma peça teatral filmada. Mais fácil do que achar que é tipo um filme com efeitos especiais. Porque, tipo, Carmilla é a vampira, né? Aí você pensa, a Carmilla ela consegue se transformar num gato preto. Como é que uma websérie vai fazer uma transformação para um gato preto? não tem como. Não tem condições. Então, eu acho que eu vou pôr a websérie pra gente assistir agora. E aí depois a gente faz sprints de leitura. Deixa eu tirar aqui a música, porque aí a gente pode colocar aqui. Deixa eu pôr no React. É que assim, eu gosto muito dela. Eu sou muito viciada em Carmilla. Eu amo, eu amo filme. O livro, obviamente, eu li o livro 2 vezes já. Então, ai. E só ontem eu descobri que tem legenda em português. Eu ia com legenda em inglês, mas tem em português, inclusive tem em vários idiomas. O livro é muito bom. Muito, muito bom. É absurdo. E como a gente tá lendo Salem, né? Que é um livro de vampiros, nada melhor do que ver vampiras lésbicas por aí. Ai, ai, eu amo, eu amo. Ai, eu tô nervosa. Vamos começar. Peraí. Aumentar o áudio de vocês.
Stylus University in picturesque Styria, where nothing, not even the homecoming goat sacrifice, disturbs the pursuit of knowledge. But under the surface of this placid institute of higher learning, you'll find mystery after mystery.
Peraí, deixa eu melhorar isso aqui pra vocês. A tela de captura não tá pegando direito. Ué, agora deu?
Last week, students using the catalog reported a search window claiming it was
Agora acho que
lost,
deu.
begging for help to find Dudley Chapel, which burnt down.
Tá cortando! Por que que você me odeia? Peraí. Já vou ajeitar. Que agora vocês vão conseguir ver a legenda direito.
Down in 1904. So, harmless prank or terrifying mystery waiting? Betty Spielsdorf, ladies and gentlemen, roommate extraordinaire and best friend of the last several weeks. So, how'd you do?
62%, which is
Agora
pretty
deu,
cool.
né?
It's like a gentleman seed. We're gonna go out and celebrate.
You are so much better than a 62. Maybe.
Só pra esclarecer. A websérie vai ser toda assim, tá? Nesse dormitório vai passar a primeira temporada inteirinha. Ela nessa câmera, e aí elas vão contando pra gente o que vai acontecer, assim. E acontece coisas dentro do quarto. E essa é a Laura, né? Do livro lá da Carmilla.
if there was a little less celebrating and a little more studying.
Dude, this is what college is about. And finally you're out of that hamster ball that your dad had you living in.
To have safety concerns.
And now it's time to live. Like right now, what are you doing right now?
My journalism project.
No. The quad mixers right now, okay? I'm not leaving you here alone talking to the internet about...
The library catalog possibly achieving sentience?
Okay, so some library...
É a primeira sapatão youtuber.
catalog prank. I don't know, but all I know is it is 6 p.m. on a Friday. Want to get you in something cute? Ooh, this is bad. Okay, we're gonna have fun. Let's do it.
Okay, but I have to finish this before...
This is our
Tamo
college
on,
adventure.
tamo
Come
on.
on. Besides, the spooky library will be there tomorrow. Hey, Danny's gonna be there, that TA. Will you come? Please come.
Yes, fine.
Yeah!
Isso faz, acho que 7 anos dessa websérie.
Oh, crap. Have you been on this whole night?
Eu adoro que ela tem a
Just do a little
caneca
before
da
and after, shall
Tardes, do Doctor Who.
And how is the Jaegerbominatrix doing this morning? Betty? Bets? Is this some kind of a joke? Ugh.
Eu amo
What
Doctor
the-
Who. Que nojo.
Dear student, your roommate no longer attends Silas. What though? What?
Eu não sabia disso. Não, peraí, só para ir pro episódio 2. Eu amo o Doctor Who, já vi todas as temporadas. E algumas mais de uma vez. Eu sou aficionada. Esses dias eu tava falando em live que dos episódios que eu mais amo é o do Van Gogh. E um do que me deixa mais apavorada é aquele do Don't Blink. Nossa, eu choro demais. Eu tenho o meu Doctor favorito, que é o David Tennant. E a Rose, pra mim, os dois são tudo. Tudo na vida. Apesar do Matt Smith ser o Doctor que faz, que é no episódio do Van Gogh, né? Mas, pra mim, Exterminate. Eu amo Doctor Who. Vamos para o segundo episódio de Carmilla. E agora a Carmilla aparece.
No, what I'm saying is there was a card, but it is wrong. There is no way that Betty decided to drop out and go home at 2 a.m. on a Friday night with none of her stuff. And even if she did, there is no way in hell or Hogwarts that she left me with this official note card. It is multiple choice. Dear student, your roommate no longer attends Silas University. He or she A, lost his or her scholarship and decided to go home. B, has elected to attend another school due to your extreme incompatibility. C, experienced a psychological event that left him or her unfit for student life. Or D, cited personal reasons and really, why does anybody do anything? Exit procedures have commenced. No action on your part is required. I mean, really? Not to mention that I found it next to a pile of ick that started growing mushrooms the next day. So what I'm gonna need from you, since nobody else seems to care that a girl is missing, is to talk to the dean of students, okay?
O que quer dizer cana? É tipo
Swear
diretora?
that is like the third
Eu
time.
acho que é. É tipo o reitor, né?
Come on, Betty, just text me back. Say that you've slept over
Meu
with
Deus,
some
celular de
illiterate
flip.
Gymshark or something. Don't judge. My dad thought I'd use an iPhone to send high-resolution selfies to potential stalkers. Okay,
Boa tarde, Wallace.
come, join the fun.
You have reached the Office of Student Affairs at Silas University. If you know your party's extension, please dial it at any time. Have reached Silas Campus Security. If an incident is in progress, please dial 4815 or activate the nearest blue pentacle phone. For missing persons, please press 1. To report an escaped entity or poltergeist activity, please press 2.
Poltergeist activity.
Hi, Betty. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, I am the girl with the missing roommate. Thank you so much for calling. Nobody else seems to. What? No, I don't need a new roommate. I already have a roommate, or I would if she wasn't missing. No, you can stop yelling. I'm just. The university doesn't want to help find Betty? Fine. I've got 3 weeks of a journalism class, and I've seen all of Veronica Mars. I'll find her myself. This is insane. There were hundreds of kids at that mixer, and nobody saw anything. Like our Florida
Entenderam
employee.
quando eu disse que é...
I may have seen her dancing across
Eles
the
não
quad,
tinham
but
muito
I don't know,
dinheiro?
things just got so foggy after the
Era isso
guys
ali.
released. You know, the fog.
E várias
Or the creeps
cenas
from the
eram
Omega Moo.
feitas
like
uma
the
vez
hottie in
só.
a pink halter? I hit like 3 of those last night, Chiquita. Or anybody, really. Yeah, but wasn't she with you? She was. God, why didn't I keep better track of her? What the hell happened last night?
Hey,
Carmilla.
Excuse me, but who the hell are you?
Carmilla. I'm your new roommate, sweetheart.
Eu não tô nem bem. Não tô nem bem. A Natasha, que é quem faz a Carmilla, ela... Deixa eu...
My what?
Ela falou que essa entrada dela, ela teve que fazer só uma vez, assim, tipo, não tinha como refazer.
You're a new roommate?
I have a roommate.
Well, don't you catch on fast.
No, I mean, I have a pre-existing roommate, a prior roommate. Her name is Betty.
Oh, yeah? Where's she?
She's missing right now.
I see her. So you can't produce this Betty or anything, but you'd like me to leave?
Well, I wouldn't put it exactly like that. What are you doing?
Well, you see, I may not have a new roommate, but what I do have is a letter from the dean of students that says I live here now.
Stop that! Those are not yours!
Well, they're in my
Ela ainda
half
tem
room,
essa
Kitty, and the
camiseta.
possession is mine, 10.
This isn't your room.
Tell you what, you cough up Betty, and I'll hit the road. But until then...
Oh, this is not happening. You are not my new roommate. I'm gonna find Betty, and you're gonna be out of here so fast, there's gonna be scorch marks on those leather pants of yours. Well, it is day 3 of the incursion here in room 307, and Betty is still missing. She has been
Eu
officially
amo
replaced
essa
with the
essa
roommate
química das
from
duas,
hell.
cara. Elas se
Don't
dão
believe
muito
me?
bem.
Let's roll the surveillance. She keeps wearing Betty's clothes. She steals my chocolate. She never
No?
cleans anything. She's never awake before 4 p.m., which is perhaps unsurprising when she's up all night with some girl from my anthropology class. In my bed. But it's fine, really, because when Carmilla's latest...
Não, eu não conhecia essa série. Eu conheci esse ano, na verdade. E aí é a 4ª vez que eu tô assistindo. Um pouco obcecada, eu diria.
study buddy came over, I may have mentioned that Carmilla has raging cold sores and she should probably get herself checked out because they are like super contagious.
Ai, eu nunca tinha percebido! Olha aqui, Coco Crunch do Drácula. Eu nunca tinha notado.
Boom! Revenge is mine. And so is Carmilla's super special soy milk that I'm not supposed to touch because that's just the way the world works, cutie.
E os episódios são super rapidinhos, né?
See? Blood. In the milk container. In my creepy roommate's milk container. So she's gotta go, right? I mean, this is like a death threat or a health code violation. And the time has come for Carmilla to go.
Well, there's no denying it's a little odd.
Odd? That's where you're going with this? How many people you know take typo with their Choco Crunch?
Okay, LaFontaine, you know you're not here in an official capacity, so as Laura's
Are you
actual
really gonna
Florida,
try and pretend this isn't a total freak show?
we haven't even given the roommate a chance to explain herself. For all we know, it could be some kind of, like, protein supplement.
For extreme hemoglobin
I'm not
deficiency?
helping.
I know you want to pretend the weird here is all Dr. Seuss pair, but in my world, the Alchemy Club press gangs test subjects in the calf. As this floor's unofficial truth speaker, I'm gonna tell Frost she needs to wise up if she intends to survive.
Oh, see? Surviving. Yes, I like that plan. And in order to do that, we need to get rid of Carmilla.
Well, it's not that I don't understand, but don't you think you ought to talk to her first? A lot of problems can be solved through good communication.
A lot of problems can also be solved by taking hair and blood samples to figure out exactly what kind of
Eu
freak
amo a
it is you're
LaFontaine.
dealing with.
Oh, wow. Oh, that...
E
okay.
LaFontaine, né? Porque ele é...
I'm a
Elo
biology.
é não binário.
Okay, if you can't help me, should I go to the dean?
Well, that's really not a good idea.
Yeah, better just handle this yourself.
By complaining to the dean, you'd probably just draw attention to yourself, and you don't want that.
They could stick you with someone much worse. You don't want to end up with some Draco pyromaniac, you know?
I'm sorry, Draco Perez.
Besides, your old roommate will probably be back soon, and then Carmilla will have to move out.
It's a distinct
That's
possibility.
what happened with all the other girls who disappeared.
Ixi. Ixi. O som do vídeo tá bom pra vocês? E do meu áudio também?
I'm sorry, did you just say all the other girls who went missing, as in this has happened before and nobody said anything?
It was nothing unusual, just, you know, girls wanting to have a good time and getting a little carried away.
Sim, foi
Completely
depois.
unusual. How do you not know about this?
Não, peraí.
Both of them went missing for 2 days.
Elas fizeram um filme que não é Carmilla? Porque tem um filme da continuação da websérie que eu assisti. E aí tem um filme, um outro filme ainda, Ou é esse? Carmilla, acho que é de 2012. Eu nunca tinha visto essas personagens antes. Eu sou completamente apaixonada pela Natasha. Tipo assim, completamente.
2 days and then they just show up in a dorm room or a psych classroom with no memory what happened to them?
It was Frosh week. They had too much to drink.
Yeah, because that causes random disappearances.
Susan, I swear-
LaFontaine?
Really? Fine. Laugh-on.
Okay, whoa. I need to talk to these girls. Like right now.
Oh, yeah.
Não, na verdade tem vários filmes de Carmilla, né? Mas delas eu acho que é só um. Tem um filme que é alemão de Carmilla também. E tem outras adaptações. Acho que é Vampire Lovers. Vampire Lovers. Mas é antigo e aí é outra. É bem sexual, na verdade. É que eu pesquisei mais sobre Carmilla em si, não sobre as atrizes.
Of course, you should talk to them. Except maybe
what?
Well, maybe not right now. They weren't hurt or anything, just shaken up, and you're a little intense.
Intense?
She means they're traumatized and you're on a mission, girl.
But I'll talk to them and see if they feel up to meeting you, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
You must be Carmilla.
Must I be?
Well, then, so nice to have you on the floor. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of you. Come on,
A Laura
Susan, and
simplesmente eu não tinha nunca reparado, porque eu sempre prestava atenção na Natasha nesse momento. Mas olhem. Olhem isso aqui.
Be?
Olhem a cara da Laura.
Well, then, so nice to have you on the floor. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of you.
Ela dá uma super secada.
And Laura, remember, communication.
Essas pulseiras de
Soy
Spike.
milk in there.
It was just a prank.
You filled a milk container with blood as a prank.
It was food coloring and corn syrup.
Oh, you are such a freak.
There are worse things to be.
Sure. How about a Carmi cold sore? That would be worse.
Oh, were you the one spreading those little rumors? Nice try. That bunched up little face you make when you're angry is hilarious, Buttercup.
I wonder how hilarious it'll be when I get the Dean of Students to kick you out.
You wanting to be the dean? I'd pay to see that.
Think I won't?
Be my guest.
Sorry, are we like interrupting something?
Really not.
Okay, cool. Hey!
Eu
Hey, don't I know
amo.
you? From an intro class?
I doubt it.
Okay. I'm Sarah Jane, and this is Natalie. The Floordon said Laura wanted to talk to
Laura,
us.
that's me.
Okay.
Please, come in, sit down.
Thank you.
Fez. É, tipo, muito sucesso.
So, earlier this year, there was a thing where you guys kind of disappeared.
Devastating interrogation technique there.
Yeah, it was freaky. Okay, 1 second, I'm at the swim team's under the sea party. I'm downing fizzy Daggins. And then the next thing you know, I'm in my dorm room. I'm waking up. All these people are yelling at me. They're saying I've been missing for 2 days.
And the
Nunca
same
vou
kind of thing
entender meu
happened
gato
to
que
you?
gosta de pegar sol.
like I was at a wine and cheese, and then I was standing in the middle of a lecture hall a day and a half later. Like nothing in between.
Right.
And you guys don't remember anything. I don't know, someone that you saw, something that struck you as odd?
Al Zilcho. But Daggins do have a ton of Sambuca in them, right? So
Well, there's the scoop of the century.
Feel free to stuff it.
No, nothing from the time I was gone. Nothing I can remember.
Eu amo.
But
Amo,
before that,
amo.
there were.
As duas, elas
dreams.
têm muita química, gente.
Yeah,
É
like, I kept on having
absurdo.
the same dream before. Like I'm awake in the dark in my bed, and there's something like a cat or a lizard on the floor by the bed prowling. And sometimes it was this strange figure with dark hair and a white dress standing over me, and the darkness is in my eyes and in my throat, and I can't breathe. And
What is wrong with you?
Right now I'm out of soy milk.
I'm sorry. I used to be, but now I'm not, like, I'm sorry, I can't be here anymore. I have to go. I really hope that it passes over you, and I hope it doesn't touch your face.
Parece que esse assovio que a Carmilla fez desencadeou um negócio, né?
Guys, I'm
Deu
really
gatilho na menina.
sorry. Nat's kind of PTSD about the creepy dreams, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk her down. Sorry.
If someone's going around kidnapping girls, I can see why they threw those two back. Oh, sorry. Did I mess up your big break there, Veronica Mars?
I am going to kill you.
É muito bom. Cara, a Carmilla, ela é muito debochada. E alguém falou aqui que os episódios eram muito pequenos. E eu também acho. Porra, tem 2 minutos e 45, sabe? Mas pelo menos são 36 episódios cada temporada.
That was a real, actual person who had something terrifying happen to her, and all you can do is make crappy jokes. Are you really so damaged that you're incapable of caring about anything?
You really think you're doing anything to help that girl? To help poor Betty?
At least I'm trying to do something.
Oh, are you trying your very best? Because I'm sure if you stay pure of heart and really believe that, that will make a difference.
Well, it's better than lounging around all day and pretending to be all cool and disaffected when really you're just miserable and alone.
And do you really think you're doing a lick of actual good? Do you know anything you didn't know the day before she vanished? You're a child, and you understand nothing. Not about life, not about this place, and certainly...
Eu parei na 3ª temporada, eu não continuei depois. Acho que depois que eu conversei contigo de novo, eu não vi mais. Mas a Carmilla, de Castlevania, pra começar, ela é loira, e eu já fico irritada com isso, porque no livro ela não é loira, e pra mim a Carmilla perfeita é essa aqui. E aí ela ser platinada me dá um nervoso, me dá uma irritaçãozinha. E não desenvolve essa parte da sexualidade dela também. E aí me incomoda. Mas eu tô curtindo, só que eu não gosto muito dessas questões. É preciosismo, eu sei. Ela é bem mais cruel, é bem mais...
What?
No, I'm not just gonna give up.
manipuladora.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I am a child. A 19-year-old who'd never left her city limits before she got here. Who thought that university was gonna be some big adventure full of books to read and parties to dance at. Who never thought anything bad
faculdade
could
nunca é
actually
isso, minha
happen.
filha.
Well, turns out the world doesn't work exactly how I thought it was going to. My university is creepy, and parties are full of numbskulls getting hammered, and girls go missing and nobody seems to care. So maybe that's just the way it is, but that does not mean that I have to accept
Não
it.
tá funcionando.
I deserve better. Betty deserves better. Hell, even you
Tá
deserve
funcionando.
better.
What are you doing?
I'm putting my journalism project up online so that all the
Novo.
students at Silas can see it. And if anybody knows anything about Betty or the other missing girls, then they can help. We can do this together.
Well, that'll be awfully annoying for the university.
Tipo,
And the dean.
Well, then she can come and talk to me about it.
I think she might.
There. It's up.
obrigada, amigo.
What is that?
Done it now.
Fire alarm?
It's a town hall meeting. They've called a town hall. Remember your training. We've got 5 minutes. Run, run.
Gay panicking. Melhorou. Vê se melhorou a legenda.
What is that?
A cara dela, cara.
Fire alarm?
It's a town hall meeting. They've called a town hall.
So that was harrowing. They really do not like tardiness here. Sorry for getting all cliffhangery. Sometimes a girl's gotta manufacture her own excitement, you know? So, did Silas's Byzantine bureaucracy finally call a town hall to discuss the fact that girls have gone missing? Nope. Apparently, uploading anything inflammatory to the Silas Ethernet, a word they can't even spell properly, by the way, sets off an immediate security response.
I think I got the worst of it out. Thanks for letting me use your bathroom.
Oh, yeah, totally. Sorry about the general level of filth. My roommate's kind of relaxed about hygiene.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. So your roommate was the one who was glaring at us on the walk back, right? With all the eyeliner? Hey, so where'd she go?
She dematerializes within 20 feet of unwashed dishes.
Hey, are you making another video? Like, 8 hot seconds after almost being
Ela é
busted?
muito alta ou a Laura é muito baixinha?
It's pretty ballsy, Hollis.
Yeah, ballsy. That's me. Besides, LaFontaine thinks she's figured out a
Laura
way
tá
to post
tendo
them safely, and I
vários
have got to
panic
report on the
attacks
crazy
aqui.
at the town hall, right? But before I do that, hey everyone, meet Danny Lawrence. Should we?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. My very awesome English lit TA and VP of Outdoor Rec for the Summer Society, which is an outdoor social club for all girls athletics.
Yeah, we host the school's annual Adonis Festival and Hunt. Hi, Laura's audience. It's nice to be here.
Well, I wouldn't say that I have an audience yet, but it is nice to have you here.
Meu Deus.
So, the town hall. We're all packed into the
Eu acho que
auditorium,
eu
and the
ia-
dean stands up.
Eu ia pegar e fazer que nem o Pennywise e me enfiar no primeiro bueiro que tivesse, assim. Porque, meu Deus, o pânico.
And holy crap, is she 6 feet of power-suited, middle-aged glamazon and says, "It has come to the attention of the university that a certain individual
A
or
Dani tá
individuals are circulating rumors
caidinha.
about students disappearing. Rest assured,
Olha a
if
cara
these
dela.
disturbances do not cease, the perpetrators
Eu
will
ia de
be dealt
Pennywise.
with. At which point, I'm pretty sure
Eu
I'm
ia
gonna get
muito de
expelled,
Pennywise, eu vou
because
começar a usar
nobody
isso
is
na
saying
live.
anything. Probably because they're afraid she's gonna suck their souls out through their eyeballs, but then Danny gets up and just...
No, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, it was.
I simply wanted to point out that you shouldn't be calling a missing
Nossa senhora,
persons
olha como-
report
nossa,
rumor
vocês
one of our
duas
own members went missing at
Muito
a rush party.
lésbicas.
See, totally amazing.
Olá, cabra.
Amazing as in just like a really brave person who stands up for people who can't stand up for themselves. Like that kind of amazing.
Thanks. You know, not that it meant much after the Zeta started in on that
so-
safety patrol crap.
The Obstreppers brothers of Zeta Omega Mu have decided it is uncool that hotties might feel unsafe going to parties or making their walks of shame at 4 a.m. and so have decided to personally protect
Olá.
any co-ed 7.5 or higher.
Which is just a faux chivalrous way of oppressing the female student body. We should be reinstating our night marches.
Completely. But when Danny and the Summer Society suggested
Tudo
that,
bom
the
com
alchemy
vocês?
department started freaking out because apparently that's going to ruin some mycological transitions.
They are such weird little creepers.
And then the Zetas piped in with this chant that pretty much sounded like pizza or death.
Yeah, and then some idiot started throwing salted herring into the crowd.
A gente tá vendo a websérie Carmilla, que tem no YouTube. Todos os episódios. E é uma websérie, tipo, de comédia baseada na história da Carmilla. Não é baseada, né? Só pegaram os personagens. E é muito engraçado. Eu acho que vocês estão gostando. Quem não gosta, paciência. Vejo vocês em outra live. E depois a gente vai fazer sprint, se der tempo, ou se a gente se empolgar. A gente fica só na Carmilla hoje.
Ended the town hall before anybody could actually talk about anything. Ugh. Thanks. Thought I got them all
Meu
out.
Deus, elas estão muito uma na outra. Apesar de que eu não gosto muito disso, porque a Laura não é pra estar afim dela, né? Só pra começar. Tá fazendo palhaçada aqui, né? Mas é basicamente a Laura, que é esta aqui. Ela começou um trabalho de jornalismo que é essa gravação. E aí tem uns desaparecimentos na universidade e ela começou a registrar como se fosse o trabalho do jornalismo dela. E começou a investigar porque parecia que ninguém tava dando muita bola pra isso. Essa aqui é a Dani, ela vai ajudar a Laura na investigação. E aí, a colega de quarto dela some. Pra quem não viu os primeiros episódios. E a Laura tá tipo assim, tá, vou achar a minha colega de quarto. Só que aí, no dia seguinte, ela tem uma nova colega de quarto. Que é a Carmilla. Que é a vampira Carmilla. Pra quem não sabe, Carmilla é a vampira. A primeira vampira que a gente... Primeiro romance de uma mulher vampira que ainda tem subtexto lésbico. Que é quase escrachado, mas assim, é um subtexto. E aí vai criando um romancezinho, entendeu? É uma comédia romântica baseada no livro Carmilla. E é muito divertido. E eu já vou avisar, completamente de baixo orçamento, então não esperem grandes obras, porque é meio que ela só tinha um dinheiro pra isso aí.
The meeting may have sucked, but I'm really glad
E
I
foi
ran
muito
into you.
famosa na época,
Yeah, me
faz uns
too.
7 anos que foi lançada
Hey,
essa
we should
websérie.
collaborate. Compare notes. Figure things out. You can document the investigation for your project here. I think we'd make a pretty great team.
Yeah, a team.
Eu sei
You
o
and
time
me,
que ela quer
absolutely.
fazer.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go get my notes on our missing sister, and I'll
É uma
see you later.
caneca da tarde, isso mesmo.
Okay, bye.
Meu Deus do céu. Quem nunca, né? Quem nunca?
Oh, Danny, did you forget something?
Hey, little nerd hottie.
Hi. Who are you?
I'm your designated Zeta Omega Mu safety companion. Kind of like an escort, only a dude. A dude escort. How awesome is that?
Yeah, awesome.
Meu Deus.
Hey, is that fish in your hair?
Muito
It is
obrigada,
very, very nice of
Thiago.
you large gentlemen to offer to keep me safe, but as you can see, I'm in my room. Snug as a bug in a rug, so you're good to go.
Yeah, but what if you want to go somewhere else?
I'm sure I'll think of something.
You sure you want to take that risk? I mean, this campus isn't really safe for a girl alone at night.
Yeah, and we made a vow as Zetas. If there's a hottie, we'll be on her.
Sounds
Meu
chivalrous.
Deus do céu.
Totally.
Okay, how about
Vontade
this?
de
If
dar
I decide to
tiro
go
na
wandering
cabeça.
down some dark alleyways late at night, you guys will be my first call.
Really?
Sure.
Great. But, maybe we should just stick around, just for a little bit. Wouldn't want to let a hottie down.
Okay, please stop saying hottie. My name is Laura.
I know. You're in my lit class. You helped me the first day with the book about the Baobab guy.
Eu também quero muito essa
Whatever.
caneca.
That's why I picked you special. We can just stick around here for a bit. And seeing as you like British stuff so much, I brought stout. And some tea. And these biscuit things, which I'm pretty sure are just cookies. And hey, Will could go get us a 2-for.
Oh, that's really not
And there's
necessary.
even a movie about the Baobab guy. But in this one, he gets it on with the
Deus.
chick from Tomb Raider.
What the frilly hell is
Nossa
this?
senhora, se desse pra ver. Não dá, porque não tem no Prime, né? E não tem no YouTube. Mas, nossa, ia ser tudo ver. E é muito engraçado, porque a atriz, a Natasha, que faz a Carmilla, ela não tem essa voz. A voz dela é um pouco mais aguda. E ela dá uma baixada, assim, na voz pra interpretar a Camila. Ela não fala normal. Ela fala mais assim pra dentro.
Whoa, we're your dude scored, sexy lady.
Yeah, to keep you safe from things that go bump.
Essa parte é muito
Get the hell
engraçada.
out of here before I feed you each other's spleens.
Whoa, angry hottie. Angry sexy lady.
Why did you let these lackwits in?
Let? What part of this looks like let?
Isn't this exactly what you wanted when you plastered your little plea for help all over the internet?
No, and you
Já, eu não terminei de ver, mas eu já vi algumas partes. Tipo assim, acho que eu vi a primeira temporada.
haven't even seen my videos.
Oh no, Betty's missing. Oh no, Carmilla is mean. Am I close?
Spot on, except the girl playing you is kind of a raging bad person.
Okay, Laura and Carm sexy. Babe shouldn't fight. Unless there's a kiddie
Meu
pool full
Deus.
of cream corn somewhere.
Maybe I just don't enjoy getting hauled in front of the dean because of your ridiculous project.
Okay, truce. A moratorium on the Betty investigation just long enough to get these fine, upstanding young gentlemen stalkers out of our hair, okay?
All right, deal.
Deal.
Oh, my poor boy. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible temper. Could you possibly forgive me?
Yeah, it ain't no thing. That tickles.
Oh, look at these. Such arms, such shoulders. The primitive by way of the neoclassical.
Yeah, I work out.
I could just eat you alive.
Oh, whoa. Ow, biting! Oh, ow. Oh.
God, what the hell is wrong with you, psycho?
Oh, what? Aren't you gonna stay and help protect us poor, vulnerable girls?
You bit me. Dude, she bit me. That is so not cool.
What? It was barely a nip. You said you wanted them gone.
Gone. Not hemorrhaging.
Guess that's it for the truce then.
Okay. I'm sorry everybody got dragged in front of the dean, and
Eu
I'm
acho
sorry for the
muito
whole
engraçado
town.
porque a Carmilla faz toda uma coisa má, assim. Ah, eu sou uma vampira, né? Má, pipipi, popopó. Só que a Laura pede alguma coisa, ela vai lá e faz. É muito engraçado. Tipo, já tá sendo uma cadelinha ou um gato preto. Ela é muito um gato preto. A Carmilla é total definição de gato preto.
Whole fiasco. But I'm not sorry for posting the videos, and I'm not gonna stop.
It's only a matter of time before you get caught. Are you really willing to risk that for a series that has, what, 3 viewers?
What is that?
O cabelo dela, cara.
Yeah. I don't think the lack of viewers is gonna be the problem.
Ó, Carmilla Movie. Tipo assim, eles se esforçaram bastante, mas assim, ela teve uma entrevista da Natasha que ela falava assim, eu tinha que ficar numas posições exatas, tipo, no cenário, porque tinha que ser, era um filmado natural, né? Não era tipo um filme, então é ali a câmera e ela tem que agir naturalmente como se ela estivesse ali dentro e sendo filmado o tempo todo, mas não, tipo, atuar. Dá pra entender o que eu quero explicar aqui? O que eu quero dizer? Acho que dá pra entender, assim. E aí ela tinha que estar bem posicionada na câmera, senão ela já não aparecia mais e tal.
I really believe this. I mean, when I put the videos up, I thought there might be a few of you out there who had seen the weird and wanted to help, but the fact that there are so many of you, I mean, I'm overwhelmed. We're gonna figure this out. And of course, when I say we, I mean Danny and I. We have been working non-stop, and not that we're geniuses or anything, but
Meu Deus, a calça dela tá muito pra baixo. Olha só o cos da calça. Olha aqui. É tipo 3 centímetros. Meu Deus. E voltou, né? Calça baixa voltou. Calça com a cintura baixa. O terror, é horrível esse tipo de calça. Mas é muito curta daqui. É muito pequeno. Sacanagem. Sacanagem, mano. Estilo pra quem tem, porra. Mas eu adorei eu tô achando. Eu admito que eu achei. Mas eu adorei a camisa da Carmilla. E eu não tô sendo clubista aqui, tá?
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe you should lay down. So she's kind of intense.
Yeah, you have no idea. But we're not here to get hung up on my jerk face roommate.
You're totally right.
Okay.
So, as far as we know, we have 4 missing girls. All
So
have
muito mais
disappeared
a
at
Carmilla.
parties. 2 have reappeared, and both with no memory of what happened.
Exactly. But all the disappearances aren't all the same either. Sarah Jane and Natalie were having those super creepy dreams, and we don't know if Betty or...
Elsie.
Elsie were having them, and nobody else got a weird card or an elbow full of proto-shiitake goop.
I wish I'd gotten to see that.
You really don't, actually. So, can we think of anything else that the girls or the parties have in common?
A Laura também se veste bonitinha. A Dani que não.
I think my brain has melted.
It's okay. We'll get you some carbs, some caffeine, you know, we'll come in fresh and like
Oh my gosh, I am a terrible host. I haven't even offered you anything to drink or a snack. Would you like a snack? I have peanut butter, grape soda, snack cakes.
Oh my god, how are you even alive right now? You know all that stuff is filled with polysyllabic chemicals.
I know, but it's also really
Você sabe que isso tá cheio de químicos polissacarídeos. A Carmilla. Eu amo as reações dela, tipo, porra, essa mina é chata para caralho. Ai, que bom que você tá gostando. Ah, eu sou suspeita, né? Eu te infernizei e eu vou fazer você assistir.
delicious. And chocolate is comforting in the face of epic failure.
It's not epic failure.
We have been at this for ages, and there is just nothing.
Not nothing. Okay. Look at this. Okay, all 4 girls go missing at parties, right? The undersea swim team party, the summer society rush party, the North Quad mixer, the psychology wine and cheese.
All different events, planned by different groups.
Yeah, but look at the party gear. Okay, at the swim team party, smoldering cauldron of fizzy daggins. At the wine and cheese, a 3-foot volcanic replica with melted brie. At the
Nossa,
summer
que delícia.
society, bioluminescent candy bugs. And at the North Quad mixer,
Party fog.
all provided courtesy of...
The alchemy department. Wow, the Glee Club is really giving her, huh? So you think someone from the alchemy department is taking girls?
It's thin, but it's a start.
Ai, eu amo, cara.
Have you even seen those lab rats you're accusing? Most of them couldn't carry off a Twizzler.
She's right. Maybe we should talk to Sarah Jane and Natalie again, see if anything jogs their memory.
Oh, great, another visit from Miss Madness and Terror. That'll be a blast.
Oh my god, this is so awesome. So are you like gonna put this on TV or something?
No. Are you feeling okay?
Oh my god, yes, I've never had more fun in my life.
Okay, because the last time we talked, you were pretty freaked out, you know, about the time that you were missing.
Yeah,
about the dream.
you're right. That was so scary, but I'm so glad that that's over. Hey, do you guys like have any coolers? No? Okay, anybody want to do some table dancing? You? No? You? No. Come on, hot stuff. I never like to dance. No.
Peraí, gente, eu já volto. Me dá 2 minutos, 3 minutos. Já volto. Eu vou pegar uma comidinha. Se alguém aparecer, avisa que eu já volto. Não, pô, eu fui pegar comida. Nada pra ti. Vamos lá, play.
Something seriously wrong is happening on this campus. Because of the whole alchemy club sitch, we tried talking to Natalie again. What could just suddenly turn this girl?
I really hope that it passes over you, and I hope it doesn't touch your face.
Into this girl.
Anybody want to do some table dancing?
And it isn't just Natalie who isn't herself either.
You're tall. I like you.
How long has she been like this?
Oh, don't get jealous, little nerd. Laura, just because Sarah Jane's told me away from you.
All right, first, secondly,
Okay, no. Don't be mean to my boo. He's nice. He made me hot chocolate, and he's gonna take me to the party.
Next week.
But yeah.
I mean, that's not just kidnapping, that's... I don't even know, it's like they're whole other people. Danny's gone to see what she can figure out about the Alchemy Club guys, but I don't know. I mean, I know the Alchemy Club is into some pretty weird stuff, but there's a difference between prehensile cheese and turning co-eds into pod people. Natalie was here on a full scholarship. And Sarah, wrinkly-faced Jane, was a freaking pre-med prodigy before that swim team party. I mean, I know Betty was a party animal, but... holy crap. Betty was, wasn't she? Or what if whatever this is was already happening to her before she was even kidnapped? And what if there's a way to figure out if she was actually...
Morning.
It's 5 p.m.
What are you still doing here? Aren't you usually in the middle of an 18-hour workday? Wait, are you skipping class?
I felt sick.
Tava arrumando probleminha aqui.
You do look like crap. Well, I've got a talk I want to get to, so I'll be back for Thursday.
Gate. É Gate? Gote? Não, é Gate, né, que se fala. Tem um livro de vampiros. É o vampiro, alguma coisinha, eu acho. Não lembro. I think.
Try not to get all sweaty and delirious before I get back.
Thanks. Well, that was... my Coco. Of course it was. So, after several hours of Facebook stalking,
ela
let
foi
me
fofa. Para
reintroduce
com
to
isso,
you
pô.
Elizabeth Ann Spielsdorf. High school valedictorian, mayoral page. Whatever was happening before she even disappeared. And I didn't have a clue. God, what the hell is going on here?
Laura, you gotta hide quick.
What?
The dean is coming.
Hi, Miss Dean. Can we help you?
I'm here to speak with Miss Karnstein.
Who?
Carmilla.
Vocês têm Facebook ainda? Eu não tenho Facebook, acho que
And what
desde
kind of thrilling adventure
2018.
do we find ourselves on now, gentle viewers? Our terrifying dean of students has dropped by unannounced, and she's reprimanding my awful roommate in the hallway. So naturally, I thought I'd share the fun with you.
This is so childish. You'd think we were still 6.
Shh, I can almost hear what she's saying.
Okay, I didn't go out of my way to get you accepted here to have you behaving like this, and then she is in trouble.
Well, if she's as wonderful a student as she is a roommate.
Schadenfreude isn't very attractive, Laura.
That's so satisfying.
Oh, if you don't take care of this situation, I will. Then all that's missing is, now straighten up and fly right, young lady.
I know, it's just, she so had it coming.
Oh, hi, Miss Dean, sir. You're disapproving this.
So lovely to have you visiting the floor, ma'am.
É ótimo que, tipo, a gente não vê quem é. Porque... acho que, sei lá, era uma pessoa que tava fazendo um papel de figurante.
LaFontaine and I have a student crisis to attend to somewhere.
Oh, yeah, totally. But before we go, I have some questions for you about
You
the
can ask her later. But now, Susan.
Did you want to talk about it?
No.
Because a personal chewing out by the dean of students, that is impressively badass or something.
But I so had it coming, didn't I?
Look, I didn't mean it like that.
Please. You think the dean is
Assisti.
raking me out over the coals because I don't play along with your passive-aggressive tour wheel?
No, but... Well, why would she be?
I said some things she didn't like.
When, in your seminar?
At this age doesn't understand obligation. It's like an undersea anchor impossible to escape.
Ah. Worried you aren't living up to expectations, huh?
Vocês vão entender melhor
Only child of a massively overprotective dad here. And I didn't even
quando a
have to get all
revelação
cool
vem.
Richie about it.
Tem um motivo da Carmilla tá triste porque a decana, reitora, agiu daquele jeito.
I returned from the alchemy department victorious.
Wait, they are the ones behind it taking the girls?
Oh no, more like they're the ones using dander collected at
A
parties
carinha
to see
dela,
women's
né?
interconnected fungus through
Eu fiquei tipo,
I'm sorry,
meu.
what? Apparently it's a communications experiment, or maybe a very complicated result.
Eu não vou dar
recipe. I don't know,
spoiler
that's not
nenhum,
the victory
vocês vão
card.
ter que assistir.
These creepy little proto-scientists have been photo-tracking every party on campus for their documentation.
Eu mastigando sai no
We
microfone.
have pictures of every party where the girl has disappeared.
Yep.
And we can track all the girls through all of them. Danny, you are brilliant.
I like the sound of that.
I'm sorry, I just forgot that I have to be anywhere but here.
Oh, that's too bad. Don't come back.
Don't.
What? Why not?
She's just had kind of a rough day is all.
Oh, no, you are entirely too sweet.
Yeah. Come on.
Olha que
We
Danny.
have hundreds of photos to sort through.
Não, não posso
Oh,
falar.
that is going to be in...
Não tem graça. Eu não gosto de falar spoilers. Nunca.
No, I don't want to see the goldfish.
Hey, Laura. Laura, you're dreaming.
Oh, I'm awake.
Don't bite my head off or anything. Okay, no, but I think I found something.
Where?
Okay, look, Elsie.
A
Is
Danny
this
é
who's
muito
missing?
bonita.
There she is at the party.
Mas ela é
And
chata.
take a look at who's with her.
Holy crap. Carmilla.
É, desculpa. Agora fica muito melhor. Fica muito melhor.
Good evening. Danny had to hit an emergency summer society meeting, so it's just me today. And I know that some of you watching think that we're overreacting, but you've got to admit it looks pretty hinky. The Under the Sea party. And yes, that is Sarah Jane dancing with a gentleman who apparently thought a shirt didn't go with the seahorse crown. But the interesting thing is about 5 feet behind them, where Carmilla is at a swim team party. This is the psychology wine and cheese. So what the hell is a third-year philosophy dilettante doing there, giving Natalie the stalkeristy stalker eyes ever? And then there is the
Vai
nail
perder o
in the
episódio,
proverbial
Thiago.
coffin. Carmilla talking to, possibly even arguing with, Elsie. Or, as you may remember her, Study Buddy. I may have no idea what's going on here, but it seems pretty damn clear that my sleeps-all-day, chocolate-pinching replacement roommate is up to her ultra-thick eyeliner in it. And if she is, well, confronting her has historically been about as effective as using bug spray on Voldemort.
Maybe I just don't enjoy getting hauled in front of the dean because of your ridiculous project.
So, do I start not just surveilling her, but actively investigating my own roommate, completely disregarding anything like interpersonal boundaries and essentially stalking her? We started yesterday. And the best part is, she's too lazy to even watch these videos, so I can keep you guys in the loop and she'll never even know. Or if she is watching, then she'll have to confront me. What's the...
Eu amo as caras e bocas.
Are you okay? Have they tried to get in?
Who are they?
The Zetas. They were trying to walk the women's swim team home from the gym, but then one of the girls called us for help. But then someone shoved someone, and now it's turned into this big turf war over who'll protect the gym or the track or who knows what else. I didn't know if it made it this far. I had to know that you were okay.
Oh, wow, that's... why are you wearing war paint?
Hello, Laura, are you in there?
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Laura, what are you doing?
Only her. We're fine. fine.
I was really worried about you because...
Whoa! Ow, 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 ow. Jeez.
Oh, come on, why are the hotties in this room always trying to hurt me?
Karma?
Uncool, Summer Psycho. Not Mark of Kingsbury rules.
That's boxing, dumbass. I can't believe you let him in here. For all you know, he was trying to take this dorm for the Zetas.
Hey, we're just trying to protect hot people.
The only threat to the girls in this dorm are
A
you
gente só tá
and your
tentando proteger pessoas
That
gostosas.
is unfair. Okay, because I'm here out of the, broness of my heart, all right? And I'm not even trying to hook up because I got a girlfriend, all right? So why is everyone so pissed at us? Because we're trying to keep the campus safe.
Because safe for you goons does not mean safe for everyone else.
Okay, no, seriously.
If you weren't such a hottie, you would be in big, big trouble.
Bring a pop collar.
Okay, stop it. Stop it, both of you. I get it. You
Sim.
both want to protect the campus. So has it even occurred to you that while you're duking it out, nobody is actually out there protecting anybody at all?
But he's the one who started.
He started it?
We totally
Really?
started.
Not helping. All I'm saying is that the actually useful thing to do
Detalhe.
is skip the smackdown in the middle of my bedroom.
Eu não sei o quão baixa ela é. Mas nessa visão, ela é muito baixinha. E ela tá, tipo assim, fazendo eles, tipo, calem a boca e vão fazer o que eu tô mandando, porque quem manda aqui nessa porra sou eu. E eles estão, tipo assim, ok.
And go talk some sense into the idiots setting fire to security carts over who gets to protect people.
I knew from the first day of English Lit that you were smart. She's so smart.
Yes, she is.
And a hottie, that's the...
And it's time for you to go now. Are you sure it'll be okay?
I'm fine. Besides, she doesn't know that I know anything. I should be worried about you, turf war and all.
Ah, it's mostly just paintballs, some anchovies. I'll talk him down.
Okay. Take care. Take care. Really. Not that my
falando
excruciating
com as
awkwardness
crushes.
should even be a blip right now. I've got a roommate to surveil.
Foi procurar a altura dela na internet. Mas ela treina. Dá pra ver que ela treina. Ah, ela não é tão baixinha. Ela é 6 centímetros abaixo que eu.
Okay. There was nothing there.
Eu engano,
Because
né?
I left the stupid camera on and I've looked through all the surveillance. There was nothing here. It just seems so real. Like that weird moment of clarity during magic hour or the moment right before a car crash. I was in my room and there was something in my bed. Something under my bed. This dark, prowling thing without a face. And then it was this little girl crying.
Vai te catar, eu não tenho 1,60.
I tried to pull the blankets over my face to hide, but the darkness started seeping through them like blood more and more until I was drowning in it.
No meu perfil do Tinder tá, pareço alta, mas eu tenho 1,63. E não sei o motivo, mas as pessoas acham que eu sou alta.
No, damn it.
Eu
that
sou
was
na
a whole
média.
Update. Apparently delivered to a dead camera. Fine. So, as some of you have been kind enough to point out, the unholy night terrors that have been ruining my sleep for the past several nights might not be related to my steady diet of frosted filled treats and grape soda, and kind of sound like the dreams that Natalie was having right before she got pod peopled. And between that and trying to figure out how Carmilla's involved with the missing girls, I'm kind of freaking out.
You're jumpy. Worried about your girlfriend making peace with the frat boys?
What? No, and Jenny's not my girlfriend, I don't think. Just, some squicky dreams from the last few nights.
Well, dreams are supposed to be strange. Last night I dreamt I was trapped under a bed.
You dreamt you were under a bed?
Yeah, above me someone was crying. A little girl in a white nightdress. And then it rained blood down the edges of the bed until I drowned.
How creepily specific.
But just a dream. No reason for all of this twitchiness.
There's no twitching. There is an absence of twitching.
Clearly. You know, if it's really making you so miserable, I could get you something to help you sleep.
That's uncharacteristically considerate of you.
Yeah, well, I just don't want you losing it and torching all my stuff.
Oh.
Claro
Yeah,
que
of
por
course
isso, não é
not.
porque ela se importa. Não.
And yeesh, that has not been easy either. Of course, Carmilla decides to start acting like a halfway decent human being the moment I figure out she's probably kidnapping people.
Where's she headed?
Philosophy of Tyranny in the Robespierre building.
Got it covered.
No, we don't. This is insane. Because yes, gentle viewers, the roommate surveillance project has been active for the last week, and the results are starting to look profoundly WTF. First, of course, are the hours and hours of scientific evidence that she's the worst roommate ever, but her preternatural ability to clog the shower drain with her hair is only the tip of the weird berg. She's nocturnal, she sleeps until 4, then vanishes like a puff of antisocial smoke until just before daybreak. She doesn't eat anything besides my chocolate and that protein slurry she keeps in her soy milk container, a diet which I suspect means she should be dead. Not freaktastic enough? That's fine, because here's where we go, full-on weekly world news. I know Silas has some quirks, but I'm pretty sure spontaneous combustion, super
Que
strength, and
legal,
low protein
valeu,
fat
Thiago,
options
pra
are
dar
what they
pau,
form.
né?
I mean, we've all seen the pictures of her with the missing girls, and now this? How likely is it that she... hey, I'm not doing anything.
Sure. Your Snape Rod
Ganhou
fixed on the
presente,
screen
ué.
said. I just came to bring you this.
Is that a dried batwing?
Yeah, it's a charm or whatever to help with the bad dreams. You're annoying, but if you burn out from...
Agora é encomenda, peraí. É, chegou encomenda pra mim, provavelmente é da Amazon. Mas eu vou lá
sleep
depois.
deprivation, they'll probably replace you with someone even more OCD.
Eu estou ocupada assistindo Carmilla com você.
Thank you. So, in the spirit of all this newfound closeness, maybe
Olha a
you
cara da
could tell me
Carmilla.
where you go all night.
Well, I have to keep some of my secrets. Otherwise, I'll lose my air of mystery, won't I?
Nossa, ela fala assim pra mim, eu acho que eu derreto na cadeira.
Was that?
Uhum.
Was she just flirt?
Sim. Sim, ela estava flertando com você. Ela fez um amuleto pra você dormir bem, Laura.
Okay, so if that really was flirting, then
Só
there are
errou
two
o
options
timing.
here.
Exatamente.
One, my immoral, jerk-face, possible kidnapper roommate has a crush on me and is giving me presents. Or two, my immoral, jerk-face, possible kidnapper roommate is pretending to have a crush on me and is giving me gifts because I'm next.
Não.
There.
Gente.
Hey,
ela tá
we
cuidando
lost
de
her at the Charm House
você.
again. I swear I knocked on every stall at the ladies. I'm developing a reputation. Jeez, Frosh, what contaminated your control samples?
Oh, you know, I miss my dad. I have papers due. I'm about to be my roommate's next victim.
You really think you're in the crosshairs?
I don't know. Even if I am, what am I supposed to do about it? I showed Perry footage of Carmilla lifting like a 400-pound duffel bag, and Perry suggested Car must really be giving it her all at boot camp.
Yeah, Parallax normal. She's been that way since we were kids. She used to play monsters, and she'd pretend to be the monster's mommy. And wouldn't it be nice if we brushed our monster teeth and did our monster homework? We could go over Perry's head.
To whom?
Well, there's at least one other person we know who has a vested interest in reining Carmilla in.
Are you suggesting
that you shower, change into your best cub reporter duds, we crash the faculty club and present your evidence to the dean?
The dean? Aren't we supposed to be avoiding her at all costs?
Desperate times, desperate
Decana,
measures.
que antes era traduzido,
change
é
into something
reitora
a little
mesmo.
less swift.
Are you saying that I smell?
I'm saying I don't want the way you smell to affect my credibility with the dean. I've got a couple of theories to run by her about the swim team.
You should have never gone out that late.
I know.
And without telling anyone.
I know, we're sorry. We're sorry. For everyone just catching up at home, it's been an exciting evening. LaFontaine and I crashed the faculty club.
Brilliantly disguised as a young visiting professor and research assistant.
Sadly, our cover was blown before we could get to the dean because somebody decided to get into an argument with the head of Gnostic mathematics about the long-term strategic plan for the Illuminati.
It was a chance to raise awareness.
But as we were being bodily dragged from the club, I snatched victory from the jaws of total failure by snatching this off the wall. This is the Dean's Special Council meeting in 1954.
A Carmilla tá na foto.
Is that Carmilla's grandmother, great aunt? There's no names on the back of the photo, but there was one way to find out.
Oh, sure. You know, tell it like this insane plan that the pair of you hatched was the next logical step. Do you know what this girl did? At 6:48 p.m., these two geniuses decided to hit up the library.
Which I admit, in retrospect, was not the most brilliant idea. Thanks.
Everything in your fridge is made of glucose and palm oil. I'm surprised you don't have scurvy.
I know, but delicious cookies? Everything was fine at first. As soon as we got there, everyone was leaving the building, and yes, when the sun went down, we started to hear something...
Skittering?
Yeah, skittering in the stacks, you know, just beyond your periphery. But we made it into the first sub-basement just fine.
The online system was really helpful. It gave us a cross-reference list before I even started typing.
So we found most of the textbooks
Before
between
you realized the staircase wasn't in the same place anymore?
Before we realized we might have gotten a little
Dá
turned
vontade de
around.
mandar essa Dani calar a boca, né? Tipo,
And that most of the computer
mas o
monitors we
cabelo
could see
dela,
were warning us to run now.
lindo. Olha só esse
Goodness,
brilho,
it's
esse
getting closer.
Which is when it became
movimento.
apparent that some of the books were, well, airborne, and that the card catalog was attacking us. A copy of Absalom tried to slice open my left wrist. Ruined Faulkner for me.
So we did what any normal person would do if they were caught in a flying vortex of modern literature and index cards from the 1970s.
We created a flamethrower using a lighter and some mace Laura's dad gave her.
Which left us trapped in a flaming vortex.
I get a text that says, "Come quick, stuck in library. Bring fire extinguisher."
Okay, yes, but it turned out fine. The sprinklers came on and we snuck out a basement window.
Oh yeah, with God knows what on your heels.
Okay, yes, it was stupid, and we're lucky that you didn't have to save our souls. Now, can we please skip to the part where once every 20 years, like clockwork, this girl shows up at Silas? Mercalla Karnstein. Merkelma Karstein. Seriously, she just keeps on switching around the letters in her name like nobody's ever heard of an anagram. And every time she does,
Cara,
a
muito
bunch
bom.
of girls go missing. Poof. Vanish.
Na história do livro, tem essa brincadeira com as letras do nome da Carmilla. Que é um anagrama, né? Que é o Mircala. É Mircala ou Mircala? Não, Mircala ou Micarla. Não lembro. Mas dá pra fazer os dois, né? E eu adorei que eles, tipo, usaram isso, sabe? Porque é a Carmilla em todas.
Never seen again. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but she's nocturnal, she's so strong, she's at least 80 years old, and she drinks blood.
Well, yeah, but we know she's a vampire. I mean, we've known that since the blood in the milk container, right? Vampire, 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 yeah?
A cara da Laura, tipo, como assim a gente sabe?
You all knew I was living with a vampire and nobody...
Melhor reação possível. Tipo assim, como assim? Peraí. Eu tava vivendo com uma vampira. Vocês sabiam. E vocês deixaram me acontecer. Que porra é essa?
He said anything?
You really didn't know?
I didn't know.
I thought you were just playing it cool, you know? Didn't want to see how species is?
Species is?
She's not a vampire. There's no such thing as...
Eu queria discriminar ela. por ela ser uma vampira.
Vampires. She's a light-averse octogenarian with an extreme hemoglobin deficiency and really good skin. I'm gonna go make some more hot chocolate.
So, something is taking girls, and the ones that have come back have gone full-on Lucy from Dracula, and you don't think that my roommate being a vampire is, I don't know, pertinent information?
Well, when you put it that way.
And I'm next. She's making with the creepy dreams and the charms.
And the seduction eyes. Seduction eyes?
I am totally next. Quick, check my neck. Is there anything on my neck?
Wait, seduction eyes? There's nothing on your neck, Laura. You're fine.
Oh my gosh. She's a vampire.
A preocupação da Dani com olhos sedutores.
It is an honest to Lestat vampire. How do we stop a vampire?
Staking, decapitation, immolation. There's something here about driving an iron needle through her heart. You know, normally I'm not into this kind of stuff, but in the case of seduction eyes, I could definitely warm up to the thought.
No!
We can't immolate everyone that La Fontaine thinks is a supernatural creature.
Just the ones that are flammable.
Because only nut bars make plans to set people on fire without proof of anything. Does Salem ring a bell?
We have plenty of proof. Do you want to put some soy milk into my cocoa? I'm feeling a little anemic.
No, she's right. Perry. Even if we can turn Carmilla into a vampire bonfire, we still wouldn't be able to figure out what she's done with Betty or the other missing girls. We don't need her dead, or dead-er. We need her trapped. We need a way to get some answers.
Okay, so how do we trap a vampire?
Well, I have an idea,
Vai
but
ser
you are
muito
not
bom.
gonna like it.
What?
Well, we use something she wants to lure her into a rope net or a room full of garlic. We'll have to figure out that second part.
Okay, so what do we use as bait in this case?
Well, Laura.
Muito bom. Agora vai ser a reação
Okay,
das...
explain to me again how offering yourself as bait to your blood-sucking roommate is not the worst plan ever devised by womankind.
You think I'm excited about it? We have been following her for a week and we still have no idea how or where she's taking these girls. And La Fontaine's plan's the only one that we've got.
The fact that a terrible plan is our only plan is not really a selling point. I'm sorry, are we still really talking about all of this as though a vampire
Eu
is
amo
really
as
more likely than,
ironias.
I don't know, just some guy putting something in girls' drinks?
We don't know she isn't doing that too.
You guys know that I can hear you, right? Maybe instead of peanut gallerying, you can help me figure out how we trap a vampire? How do we feel about bear spray?
Probably not. Side note, you planning on invading a bear sanctuary?
My dad's really into personal
I
protection.
can see that.
This is not working. I don't see how we're gonna do this.
Good?
Without an army, and I don't have an army in my back pocket, do you?
Hey, Laura. Laura's friends, Psycho Society. We came to invite you to the Peace Osberg's luau that's happening tomorrow night. Because, you know, peace was, after all, your idea. And, hey, maybe we can talk a bit about the pod people stuff, because this isn't pre-party drinking anymore.
Elas parecem normais pra
Which is
vocês?
cool, but, you know, there's only so much top 40 a dude can take.
Yeah, about that. If we were to try to catch the person responsible taking the girls, would the Zetas want in on that?
Do you think you know who's behind it?
Oh, we totally want in. We're honor bound to pound that guy.
Dude, pound that guy, really?
And how many of you are there again? I know. I'm betting most of you are about as psyched as Danny that I've enlisted the Zetas for help. They may be jerks, but when you're about to become a live vampire bait, suddenly having an army full of mesomorphs on your side doesn't sound so bad. Which leads us to
Eu
the
acho que eu
even
prefiro
more savory
virar
section of our plan. The part where I somehow,
alimento.
who knows how, lure Carmilla into our trap. What would Mina Harker do? Get bitten. Mina Harker would totally try and act all alluring to the blood-sucking fiend and totally get bitten. Let's not do that.
Cabide.
Black is a bit terrible.
Fumacinha, fumacinha.
You're here.
Been here a while.
Another bad dream?
Yeah. What are you doing up?
Looking at the stars.
Oh.
It's comforting to think how small we are in comparison. All the lives we've led, people we've been.
Filha, a Carmilla quer.
You are definitely a philosophy major.
Right now, I think your subconscious is telling you to quit web journalism and finish your overdue lit paper.
What?
You were dreaming about your Kipling reading. Black as the pit and terrible as the night was Bagheera. I always loved that. It's beautiful.
Ela gosta muito de
You know,
literatura,
terrifying
né?
because giant black cat.
Eu adoro.
So, there's this party tomorrow night that the Zetas are throwing, and I was thinking since we got off to a rough start as roommates that we could go together. You know, maybe hang out for a while there. Look at the stars.
I think I might like that very much.
Ai, meu Deus. It's a trap, mas é tão fofo.
Tomorrow then.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
É tão fofo, a Carmilla tá tipo assim, com os 4 pneus arriados já, sabe?
Behold, vampire bait. Yeah. Danny took one look and said, "You look like you're about to flee your brooding lover across the moors," which is accurate. The fluffy sleeves thing's not the brooding lover thing, that's not a thing. So, the plan is to hit the luau, hang for a while, roast some marshmallows, lure Carmilla away so that Danny and the Zetas can grab her. Not end up digested in the process. Fingers crossed on that last part.
É, não vai dar certo.
Don't you look like a virgin sacrifice?
I'm not the one in a corset, which... Wow. Also, what is happening there?
Well, the more I thought about a bonfire with those Lackwits, the less interested I was. Party should be a shimmering moment of possibility, not a collection of fruits around a piece of flaming driftwood. So, I brought the party here.
Cardi B dancing in the hallway and ludicrously expensive champagne. Where did you even find that?
I have my methods. They served champagne at the first party I ever attended.
You say that like it was 100 years ago.
Feels like more than that.
É porque ela tem 400 anos de idade.
Seen underwater, from a great distance. God, I'm a nostalgic idiot tonight. You're not wearing
a sobrancelha dela é muito bonita.
Yes, it just didn't go with my outfit.
Well, you shouldn't have taken it off. It's not going to work if you're not wearing it.
Oh, I'll be sure to tie on my cool Batwing bracelet first thing.
If you didn't like it, you could have just said something.
No, I totally liked it. It was really nice of you to think of me.
What are you doing?
Just texting Danny and the girls, seeing if maybe they want to join. Hey.
Maybe I don't feel like sharing you right now.
Meu Deus.
That'd sound more flattering if it didn't make me sound like a canapé.
Sim, meu Deus.
God, what am I doing?
Nossa senhora, essa cena.
Naive provincial girl.
Sim.
Entirely too tightly wound. Such a cliche. I ought to know better.
Gee, thanks.
And yet, there's something about you.
Maybe it's my keen fashion sense.
No, it's definitely not that.
You! Get away from her!
Vampire captured. Even though I was unable to text for help in an unbelievably lucky series of events, Danny got worried about my crazed plan and came to check on me. Thanks. How's your eye?
It's better now that you're safe.
Also,
pelo amor de Deus.
into a table if anyone cares, and I'm pretty sure that Zeta guy Will has a fractured clavicle. I can't believe they went back to the party.
Bumps and bruises and the dubious
Cara, os
legality of
olhos
holding
ali
someone hostage
pendurados,
in their own
muito
room
bom.
aside, I I think this is cause for a little celebration. Guys, we did it! And now that her reign of terror and flirting is over, we'll unpod SJ and Natalie, we'll find Betty and... What was that? We caught her fair and square. There is not allowed to be some new horrible thing.
Laura, you gotta come quick. It's SJ and Natalie. I think somebody's trying to take them. I can't find Natalie, and I think she's dead.
Pois é, né? Pois é. E que coisa, né? Que coisa.
I don't understand. We caught her. This shouldn't be happening. Natalie shouldn't be missing, and Sarah Jane shouldn't be...
Well, you're right. These stupid cards were there in both their dorms.
And I took a bunch of samples. We'll figure out what the sludge is.
It looks like the plan was to take both of them, so maybe what happened to Sarah Jane was an accident.
She fell.
What?
We were all watching the fire from the third floor
Ela
balcony.
tem uma
And then,
colar de
and she kept asking me to
âncora.
go to the party, and I kept telling her, babe, we're at the party. And then we noticed Natalie went missing, and everyone went to look for her, except SJ, because, well, I was worried about her, so I told her to stay put, and I locked the door, and she should have been safe. Then we heard her scream. And then they must have tried to take her, and then she must have fallen. Hey, why'd you do that to her, huh? What did she ever do to you?
She wasn't there, okay? She wasn't there.
Thanks, Summer Psycho. I'm gonna... You know, times like these, a dude needs to be with his bros.
Oh my gosh. This is
Ele
such a
parece
mess. What are we gonna do
Golden
now?
Retriever.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, that is a dilemma.
This day just keeps getting better and better.
Well, don't look at me. I didn't want to kidnap anyone to begin with.
We can just let her
Ela
go.
tem
She still might be
ponto.
involved.
Also, and I'm just throwing this out there, but it took like 8 people to subdue her, and she seems kind of angry.
Right.
Por que será?
Definitely not untying angry vampire.
You can't just keep a hostage in your dorm room, Laura. I mean, I know this is Silas, but somebody is bound to notice if you keep a girl trussed up in here for God knows how long.
You really think that, huh? I could take her to the biolab. I'm sure there's all sorts of things we could figure out through some minimally invasive probing. Or a voluntary questionnaire.
We could take her to the summer society department. There's a storage room in the back.
No, she's our only lead. She stays exactly where she is until she tells us what's going on and how she's involved. If we get caught, you guys can just blame me. The worst they can do is expel me, and by comparison, that's not seeming so dire.
It'll seem dire once they start your tribunal.
My what now?
You really need to read your student handbook.
Okay, no, focus. If we're gonna break her, we need to girl the hell up. United front, no mercy. Am I right?
Aham. No mercy. Olha a cara delas.
All right, vampire. We know that you've been stalking those girls, and we know that you're a vampire. So the sooner you fess up and tell us what's going on, the better this is gonna go for you, because we have got a spatula and a stapler, and we are not afraid to use them, so you better start singing.
Laura, she's still got the...
Oh, right. Maybe this will get you talking.
Cara, não sei como ela conseguiu
So,
manter a cara normal.
Still, how do 2 more girls end up kidnapped and murdered when we've got you tied up here?
Because I didn't do it, you dimwits.
Faz sentido, né? Já que ela tava presa. Não foi ela que está fazendo essas coisas, né?
You cannot seriously think that we're dumb enough to believe you're innocent just because you say so.
Yeah, because that seems like a stretch. Look, if I were really a vampire, would I just stay here tied up, proclaiming my innocence as some sort of trick?
Yeah, that's completely exactly what a vampire would do. We have like 40 hours of video documentation. Bet you wish you'd watched my project now, huh?
Fine. So I'm a vampire. But I couldn't have made off with either of the 2 cupcakes because I was here with you, and then I was here being ambushed by toddlers the whole time.
Well, maybe you have some kind of vampiric accomplice.
Do I strike you as the type of person who plays well with others?
Well, if you weren't snacking on co-eds, what were you doing following them around at parties?
I'm a popular girl. I get a lot of invitations. Not everyone has to resort to Bush League investigative journalism to get their kicks.
You're a vampire!
Yeah, but not a kidnapper.
She's got us there, assuming she's up to something diabolical just because she's...
An undead fiend from the pits of hell?
I'm from Eastern Europe. Potato, potato.
Eu adorei o cabelinho dela aqui, ó,
Hey, yeah, we're
enroladinho.
actually good for beer shots
Ela
right now.
realmente se arrumou pro date.
What? No, we're rehearsing a skit. Yeah, the
E foi
torture scene from
sequestrado.
Arsenic and Old Lace. Yep, there's a torture scene. Want more info? Buy tickets.
Okay. As much as I appreciate that we have this whole hysterical vampire thing going on, I think it's time that we just de-escalate.
De-escalate? She just admitted to being a vampire.
I know. And that's insane. So maybe she's just insane, and instead of holding her here hostage, we should take her to Student Health Services. I hear they have a great collection of straitjackets and tranquilizers. Well, what other option do we have? Keep your hair tied up, watching her every second? Starving her until she confesses?
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to day 9 of Operation Stupid Obstinate Vampire Roommate Won't Talk, which
Olha a
is
cara
all
dela,
she has to
cara.
do,
Parece
and
que ela
we
vai
will totally give
enjoar.
her this nice, yummy blood to drink. Ugh, I swear. Hey. No,
Ela
Carmilla's
tá
not here right
realmente
now. She had tickets to some
fazendo
angry
tortura.
existentialist punk rock fight club thing. You know how she is. Yeah, I'm sure she's totally gonna text you when she gets back. Okay, bye. I swear, if one more of your broken-hearted study buddies comes knocking at the door, I'm gonna start spritzing them like cats. Carmilla, no, please don't die, you stupid vampire. Here, look, I've got blood. Oh, thank God.
Eu queria muito saber.
Damn it.
Eu queria muito
Do you
saber
want some more?
Fine.
o que é isso que ela tá tomando. Tipo,
Where'd you get
é
that?
xarope mesmo de milho?
We figured we might
Xarope
need
de
some
milho,
leverage, so
né?
La Fontaine got it from the campus hospital. She told him it was for an experiment about hemophagy. You got a little something right. What?
É, também.
Experience of being held captive by a clutch of imbeciles for something I didn't even have the pleasure of doing. It's humiliating enough without having you wipe me up like a dribbling child.
Look, if you really want me to believe that you didn't do it, you have got to explain what you were doing at those parties. Because the night that we caught you, it sure looked like you were about to eat me.
Wait, you thought that was me trying to eat you?
Well, if you weren't trying to eat me, then what were you trying to... Oh. So when you were hitting on me, you were really hitting on me?
Yes, and you were luring me into a trap. Could you just stake me now? Because I think that would be less mortifying than this conversation.
Wow, that is... Okay, even if I was to believe you, that still
Olha
doesn't
a
explain what
cara
you were doing
de
at the parties and how you
alegria.
know all the
Não,
missing
vou
girls.
voltar.
Even if I was to believe you, that still doesn't explain what
A
you were
cara
doing
de
at the
alegria
parties
da
and how you
Laura.
know all the missing girls. If you want us to trust you, you have got to tell us your side of the story.
My side of the story. All right then, buckle up, cream puff. We're gonna be in for a long
Cream
night.
puff.
Or, you know, Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, droga.
Conversation.
Wow.
Could you just
Yeah.
stake me now? Because
Olha
I think
que-
that would be less
Olha
mortifying
que a
than
cara
this
dela.
conversation.
Olha a cara de
Wow.
alegria
That
dela.
Okay, even if I was to believe you, that still doesn't explain what you were doing at the parties
Tipo
and how
assim,
you
ela
know
tava-
all the missing girls. If you want us
Você
to trust you,
estava
you have
dando
got to tell us your side of the story.
My side
Ai,
of
é
the story.
verdade.
All right then, buckle up, cream puff. We're gonna be in for a long night. Or, you know, Wednesday afternoon.
Tum, 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 tum. Ó, essa é de 7 minutos, ó. É um pouquinho
This day
maior.
of yours to document everything.
Olha a cara dela. De alegria. Tipo assim, eu já esqueci que você é uma vampira de 400 anos que matou muita gente. E eu estava com medo de ser mais uma de suas vítimas.
Borders the pathological.
Think of it as being for posterity.
Posterity doesn't care. I should know. I live in it.
All right, well, this is your chance. Tell us your story. Convince me and the folks at home that you didn't guzzle Betty like a Slurpee.
I was born Mercala, daughter of the Count Karnstein in Styria, a duchy of Austria, in 1680. Austria was embroiled in the Great War against the Ottoman Empire, but such things meant little to a wealthy girl. When I was 18, I attended a ball where I was murdered.
Murdered? Whoa! You can't tell it like that, like some boring history lesson. This is dangerous. This is exciting. This is flashback material. I know exactly what we need.
A cara da Carmilla.
You don't think perhaps this makes light of my tragic backstory?
Meu Deus,
Oh, get
não.
over yourself. Come on. Okay.
Eu tinha
so you were murdered at
esquecido
a
dessa
ball.
parte.
La 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 la. Oh, how I love dancing. Oh, how I love balls. Oh, how I love to eat you. Hum nom 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 nom. Oh, I die. Cruel fate that's to blast the blossom of my youth. Okay, what happened next?
Mother raised me.
Mother?
Not my birth mother, but the mother I knew after death. I knew nothing of her except she was very old and very wise, and had pried apart the jaws of death to enact my rescue.
Arise, arise. Oh, get up, you lazy thing. Now I'm a creature of the night. I can sleep until noon every day. Yeah!
The wide world had opened before me in death as it had never been in life. We danced in the mirrored halls of Versailles. We watched the stars.
Cara, eu não. Como é que é o nome disso do.
We saw the birth of a new world in science and
É
philosophy and
fantoche?
revolution. Every night was a grand ball.
O negocinho da mão ali é fantoche?
A feast. But every 20 years we'd return here and perform a strange ritual.
Mas eu quero a palavra
Mother
em
would arrange for me
português.
to meet a young girl. I'd be abandoned at a ball, or there'd be a carriage wreck, and some kind stranger and his ward, like a niece or a daughter, would be gallant enough to take me in.
Isso aí é tipo
Pretty soon she and I would become fast friends. Inseparable.
a
But of
história do
course,
livro
my
que ela tá
new friend
contando,
would
né?
fall ill. I think he recognized the symptoms. Strange behavior, weakness of the mind. And before long it would be time for me to rejoin my mother in search of my next friend.
Yo, liquid diet, you aren't exactly making a case for us not being a kidnapper here.
I was never an abductor, I was a lure. And that's how I met Elle. It was 1872.
Agora que eu parei pra pensar que a Laura tá aqui, né? Tipo, meio ajoelhada, de frente pra Carmilla.
In the Metropolitan Museum
Só
of
fiquem
Art
com
had
essa
just
imagem.
opened in New York, and I
Não
wanted
vou falar
more than
mais
anything
nada.
to sail to see it, but my mom insisted. The game started off the same. Carriage wreck, promise of shelter, fast friendship.
Teatro
This
de
time nothing
meias.
was a lie.
I heart you so much. No, I heart you so much.
When the time came to take Elle to my mother, I couldn't bear to give her up. So I planned our escape and went ahead to make preparations.
Come away with me, and the world shall turn
Essa parte já
only
não
for
tem
us.
mais no livro, né? Essa é a parte do que a gente conhece no
When
filme.
the time came for Elle to meet me, disaster struck. I had taken great lengths to hide what I was from her, but Mama went to her in secret and revealed my true nature in the most horrifying light.
Mãe do
Elle
ano.
believed me to be a monster and led Mama to where I waited. And so my price for the disobedience was to watch Elle be taken away to some certain doom and to be sealed in a coffin of blood that I may waste away my long centuries in the dark. For decades
Caixão de
I rotted under the
sangue
earth.
existe
And
no
then the
livro
war
também.
came. The last great war of the modern world. That rent the earth with tanks and mines and bombs. So my punishment came to an end and I walked off the battlefield in Austria to greet the 20th century. Mama found me in Paris in the 1950s and didn't have the heart to reinter me. I was of more use here, where The details had changed, but the game had not. I was to meet girls and make friends and see to it that the blossoms were ready to be plucked when Maman decided.
So you went right back to abducting girls?
No, I pretended to go along. I had no choice. But I ruined opportunities where I could. I sent girls fleeing back to the safety of mothers and fathers in fallback schools. There can be
Viu? Ela tava agindo melhor
great
depois do que ela
satisfaction in
viu
small revenges.
o
And
amorzinho
I never
dela.
knew what use Mama had for the girls. It was always a secret she'd kept from me, but I could afford to bide my time, so I watched and I
Eu
waited
tô muito concentrada na história.
until I had learned what I had truly been a part of all along. But I had betrayed L2 before she betrayed me.
Eu tô, tipo, muito...
Too tragic for sock puppets.
So you've been helping girls escape?
When I can.
Did you help Betty?
No.
So someone that she knew, someone that she thought was her friend, was really a vampire, and they took her for your mother?
Yes.
Okay, so we find your mother and we get our friends back. What's so
Agora a
funny? We
revelação.
caught you.
Yeah, and as humiliating as that was, it doesn't change the fact that my mom will scoop out your eyeballs and serve them in martinis. You're already terrified of her.
Already? What do you mean already? I've never met your mom.
Yeah, of course you have. She's the dean.
Tan, 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 tan. Quem esperava essa, hein? Quem esperava essa? Eu não lembro se eu esperava que a reitora era a mãe da Carmilla. Acho que eu não fazia ideia. Acho que eu fiquei tipo. Mas eu gostei muito como eles pegaram a história do livro e aí deram uma estendidinha. E o que ela conta aqui é uma parte do que aparece no filme que elas fazem depois que acaba a websérie. Gosto bastante. Você, Downfall, prefere a primeira, a segunda ou a terceira temporada? Me responda. Acabei de ver tua mensagem, Thiago. Tô esperando. Primeira, segunda ou terceira temporada. Eu não gosto muito da Laura na segunda temporada. E acho que umas coisas meio pesadas acontecem, né, na segunda temporada também. Você viu tudo, tipo, estocado? E aí não consegue saber qual que é qual? Eu acho que como eu tava comentando, eu vi, eu não lembro, a primeira vez que eu vi Carmilla, acho que eu vi em 3 dias. Obcecada a pessoa. E aí, quando eu tô triste, ou sei lá, quando eu não quero pensar em nada, eu só quero ver uma coisinha que eu gosto, eu ponho Carmilla de novo. É bom, gente. Eu gosto muito de Carmilla. Vocês já foram ver o vídeo de hoje que eu postei? Não tem spoilers, tá? É... Vocês querem agora? Vamos ver. Eu continue. Ah, tu vai ver Carmilla hoje? Não, agora vai ter que esperar a próxima live. Que eu vou fazer mais react de Carmilla. Não pode ver Carmilla. Infernizei sua vida pra assistir. E agora fisgou. Foi fisgado pela curiosidade. Mas eu acho que eu vou fazer sprint agora. E eu vou aproveitar para ir lá buscar o pacote que chegou. Na verdade, eu queria continuar vendo Carmilla, né? Bonitinho. Mas eu tenho que buscar o pacote. O que vocês querem? Querem mais Carmilla? Ou vocês querem sprint? Vocês vão pedir Carmilla, né? Tenho com certeza. Mas... olha só isso aqui que eu acabei. Pera aí. É ruim de ler algumas mensagens aqui. Eu tinha acabado de ler Drácula e tinha emendado com o filme dele também. E como vi tudo direto, eu só achei que foi bem construído todo o enredo da série. É que também tô doida pra pegar os pacotes, mas eu tô doida pra ver mais Carmilla, né? Mas a gente parou no episódio 21 e tem 36. Então, tipo assim, a gente poderia terminar a temporada inteira hoje tranquilamente. Eu só quero mostrar pra vocês uma coisa engraçada aqui, ó. Olha, isso é um atendimento do C6. Do banco C6. Eu compreendo, mas nos outros bancos... Com licença. O comprovante já aparece como pago, e não em processo de autenticação. Você compreende que o pagamento ainda não foi efetuado? Sim, tem o prazo de 3 dias úteis. Auxilio em algo mais? Não, você não me auxiliou ainda. Tenha belíssima noite e uma excelente semana. Tipo... Não, você não me auxiliou. Tá bom, valeu. Tchau. Ai, que sacanagem rir disso, mas porra, não tem condições. Não tem condições. Ai, banco virtual é horrível. Eu tenho a Nubank, mas assim, é muito ruim. Mas enfim, tá, então eu vou voltar pra Carmilla, mas eu tenho que fazer um xixizinho antes, gente, porque aqui, ó, a mulher hidratada também é a mulher mijona. Vou ter que fazer um corte da live depois pra juntar certinho os 21 os episódios todos, porque eu acho que eu vou fazer, vou pôr no YouTube, talvez. Mas enfim, eu volto daqui a pouco, daqui, sei lá, 2, 3 minutos, só vou fazer xixi. Eu acho que é mais fácil dar merda em bancos virtuais. Tipo, dar merda e demorar pra resolver do que o Banco do Brasil. Vamos lá. Episódio 21.
So, in light of last night's many revelations, we are
Eu tô
gathering to
tomando
debate
sangue de
the
canudinho.
benefits of releasing our vampire hostage, right?
Oh my god, Laura, I don't care how soppy her tale of long lost love is. She just confessed to centuries of tricking girls into being her friend before she ate them.
Fine,
Cala a
but
boca, Dani.
if her mother really is the dean, then don't we need all the help that we can get?
It's not help if we can't trust a word she says.
Sorry, I'm not on board with untying someone who may eat me.
Perry? You didn't even want to trap her in the first place.
Have you been listening to what she's been saying? We kidnapped the dean's daughter. We can't just let her go now.
Sorry, Carmilla. Oh, don't worry about me. If you guys want to go after my mother, I'm fine here. Vampires don't cry. It's almost as bad as that sparkly twerp.
Yeah. Clearly we're lost without her.
Fine. But what are we going to do about the dean?
You're a vampire, numbnuts. Eat her.
Ela tá vendo Crepúsculo, né?
Well, this is pathetic. Mother sent me to see if you dealt with your roommate problem yet, and they say that the answer is no.
That's some big talk, fresh meat.
This fresh meat took you down, Kitty.
I remember. How's that collarbone feeling?
Lucky shot.
Untie me and we'll find out. That is what you're here for, isn't it?
Yes. Mother says it's time to stop screwing around. And we're stalling. We're gonna grab your prissy little roomie and...
Can you please turn on the television?
This is not quem é o outro vampiro.
Because I know that we didn't really talk about this when you were helping us catch her, but she's a vampire.
I know. She's kind of not the only one.
Cool. Okay. Cool. So, with that information, I'm just gonna go.
I am really gonna enjoy this. Okay, ow, what the hell was that?
My father is a raging paranoid. You think he sends me day of the week bear spray but didn't sign me up for Krav Maga at age 8?
Cute. Not gonna save you.
A cara da Carmilla.
See, this is why I miss the 1930s. You know, I'm sure you get the occasional gal who signs up for the ROTC, but you don't get any of this chop socky crap.
Oh, yeah, victims who fight back are so inconvenient.
Oh, laugh it up, Kitty. I'm sure Mother's gonna find it hilarious I had to cut you loose and finish your chores.
You are such a mama's boy.
We'll just have a little snack now.
We don't kill the targets. And I bet you're already in deep for losing the airhead.
Well, it was an accident. I mean, how was I supposed to know that they were gonna lock her in upstairs bedroom with the window wide
Now you
open?
want to be the guy who lost 2 of them?
It'd be worth it just to screw with you.
Nossa. Eu achei... A primeira vez que eu vi esse soco, eu não gostei do soco. Mas agora eu gostei mais.
You're gonna regret that, Kitty.
Thank you for not letting him eat me. Which is especially nice of...
Agora é muito bom. Agora é muito bom.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Sim, na primeira vez eu fiquei, nossa, que... É porque é óbvio, né?
Oh my god, oh my
É uma
god, oh my god.
websérie, vamos... Como é que é? Vamos cobrar da websérie de uma forma coerente, né? Mas eu achei melhor. Não sei se é porque eu já vi várias vezes também, posso estar influenciada.
Okay.
Afterbite é o nome do episódio.
Not dead.
Afterbite.
Not dead. Oh my god, my dad is gonna kill me. Okay, seriously?
What?
This?
You're not dead.
That's it? You just use me as a human juice box and I don't even get an explanation?
I'm a vampire and I'm pissed off. What were you expecting? I needed the strength to catch Willy Boy before he ran off to Mother and ratted me out.
So did you?
Yeah, I'm preparing to flee the scene because everything went to spec. The little weasel got away. It's only a matter of time before Mother comes after me.
So you're just gonna run?
Have you been listening to a word that I've said about my mother? Yeah.
And as soon as you leave, they're just gonna come for me.
Well, you know what? You never really had much of a chance anyway. Sorry, cutie. Nothing personal.
But it is. It's totally personal. Will was gonna kill me just to piss you off, so you decked him. It's his word against yours that you're being all disobedient. Running, though, that'll make you look guilty for sure.
So coincidentally, my best chance is to stay here and figure out a way to justify protecting you.
Funny the way things work out, huh?
Fine. But only because I have nothing resembling a better plan. And don't think that I'm not pissed off. I haven't forgotten about the past 2 weeks.
You have been lying to me since the moment that we met.
E daí?
And you just bit me. I'm pissed too.
Fine.
Ela não precisa te contar tudo,
I'm gonna
porra.
take a shower. I smell like the basement of an abattoir.
Terrific! See if you can scrape all your hair out of the shower drain while you're at it.
Fine.
Fine!
Ai, casalzão
Oh.
discutindo.
Crap. So, a pack of vampires wants to kidnap me for reasons unknown, and the only thing maybe stopping them is my quite possibly not as evil as they are roommate, who just bit me.
Não, eu não tô enchendo o saco de efeitos. Eu só. É que assim. Eu sei que é bem falso. Mas eu entendo que não dá pra fazer grandes coisas, né? Mas é uma coxinha e uma pureza, não sei. Eu não acredito que você lembrou bonitinho os termos que eu uso. Uma coxinha e uma pureza, não sei. Um bolovo. Nunca coma um bolovo, gente. Eu não me arrisco a comer um bolovo no sei.
So that's not complicated. Also, I have a lit midterm in 5 hours.
Bolovo, pra quem não sabe, é tipo uma coxinha, só que tem ovo cozido dentro.
So I'm pretty sure I just failed my first test ever in my life. And yes, I know that college isn't as easy as high school, and my attention has probably been wandering due to living with a vampire, but still, I just feel dirty.
What are you wanting about now?
Nothing. I think I failed my lit midterm.
Bonita, mano.
Big deal. Aren't you practically dating your TA?
I mean, ask Danny to... No, I couldn't do that. An A is a sacred trust.
Fine. But if I was their TA, you wouldn't even have to ask.
That's unethical. Considerate, but unethical.
Ethics are...
Isso é muito sexy. Antieticamente sexy. Se ela quer pôr como antiético. Eu sou muito time Carmilla. Quem é? Who is Danny? Como é que é? On the line of bread. Quem é a Dani na fila do pão?
A ridiculous game played by children who think they can impose order on an arbitrary universe.
Yeah, but what can you do but try?
Well, if you're smart, you take any advantage you can get. Speaking of which, where's that bracelet I gave you?
So what does it do exactly?
It makes you feel off to vampires. Like you're leaking radiation. Like, if I touched you, I might feel off.
Oh, well, that's good. That's probably good.
Well, I might persuade them to move on to someone else.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything from the dean yet?
Radio silence. But the fact that we're both not messily dead bodes well.
I say seriously, Nick, if you can't even remember to keep the cage locked?
At what point in the last century did people give up on
A cara.
Laura, the vampire's loose. Why is the vampire loose?
Okay, no, Perry,
Why would you let her go?
I didn't. It was beyond my control, but she really is on our side.
How do I know she hasn't pod personed you, that you're not just spouting the vampire company line?
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, completely plausible coming from you.
Do you want proof? You are literally the worst roommate ever. You have been untied all of 8 hours, and there's already sludge in every surface of the bathroom. And you just stole my pillow!
Eu acho que ela gosta do cheiro.
For now. You said that's not how it works, so how does it work? What happens to the girls you take?
I don't know. But whatever happens to them happens after I take them to my mother.
Wait, you've been taking girls for how many hundreds of years and you don't even know what happens to them?
Gee, Mom, feel like telling me the secrets of your antediluvian vampire cult today? Oh, what's that? No? Okay, and you'll use my head as a doorstop if I continue asking questions.
Olha a carinha, olha a carinha.
Whatever happens
Olha,
to them,
olha,
it
olha,
makes
olha.
their
Volta,
blood
volta,
undrinkable.
volta, volta.
Happens to them. What head as a... Gee, Mom, feel like telling me the secrets of your antediluvian
aqui.
vampire cult today? Oh, what's that? No? Okay, and you'll use my head as a
Totalmente
doorstop
com os
if I continue
pneus tudo
asking
arriado
questions.
também.
Whatever happens to
E
them,
ela
it
ficou
makes their
tipo,
blood undrinkable.
vou disfarçar melhor.
If it's changing their blood chemistry, maybe it's physically affecting their brains as well. We really need to figure out what that goo we've been finding in their rooms is.
See, look, you're helping already. Now we just have to get Betty and the other girls back.
Have I been stuttering when I've been talking about my mother? There's no getting them back. They're just staying out of my mother's way.
You've been saving girls.
No, I've just been screwing with Mummy Dearest minions to annoy her.
So after everything that she's done to you, to Elle, your big revenge is to be annoying. Aren't you some centuries-old badass?
Yeah, and you know how you get to be centuries old? You pick your battles.
Você
My
não
mother
luta
is
contra
an ancient supernatural being with the personal cabal of the
ser
undead.
supernatural
You
antigo.
are an annoying teenager whose only real skill is being nosy.
But you're not. You're some super fast, super strong vampire.
Yeah, and you've got a better chance of taking me down than I've ever had against my mother. You feel like taking a shot?
See, she's loose. I told you she was loose. You, me, right now.
Agora, eu tenho uma teoria. Que, né, a Dani chata para um cacete com esse negócio super protetor. Foi melhor essa atuação, mas aqui, ó. Ela já é uma pessoa extremamente alta. Ela provavelmente deve estar na ponta do pé pra parecer que tá sendo erguida.
I won't let you hurt her.
Not to ruin your big heroic entrance, Xena, but she's not the one in trouble.
If you think that I can't get
Ela
up...
chama de Xena.
I've been doing my very best to be patient about the ambush and the hostage-taking and the starvation diet, but I am having difficulty remembering why it is that I haven't torn out your spine.
No, don't. Please don't, Carmilla. Look, Danny's sorry, and she's not gonna try and kill you again, right? Danny? Look, she's nodding. That's a nod. Are you okay?
Eu acho que ela tava na ponta do pé, né? Ela deve ter 1,80.
I know, but look, I've got everything under control.
Under control? Laura, you think this is under control?
See?
In the past 2 weeks, you've broken into the faculty club, you've almost gotten killed at the library, you have offered yourself up as vampire bait, and now she's loose, and you have a bite on your neck.
Okay, there were perfectly reasonable reasons for all of that.
Oh, could you stop playing in the cheap seats for all of 5 seconds?
Okay, so this is none of our business, so we're just gonna go. Carmilla?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Filming that I do, it is part of something important.
And I'm not saying
Eu acho que a Carmilla tava assim, ó, de saco cheio e tá tipo,
Because it's
finalmente.
like your job to keep me safe?
Yes,
What?
I care about you. Of course it's my job to keep you safe.
Well, I'm sorry that my making my own decisions and being reckless is making it hard for you to do your job.
I didn't mean it
Yes,
like that.
you did. You meant that Laura's too dumb to know what she can and can't handle and needs to be protected by the big, strong grown-ups. That's all anyone ever wants to say to me. My dad, the Zetas, you. Everyone.
Look,
A Carmilla eu acho que não.
I really do.
A Carmilla eu acho
I
que não
like that
foi
you're
assim.
brave and strong and all kinds of righteous, but I don't need a dad. I've already got that one covered.
Os bracinhos da Julia Bergman. A jogadora de vôlei?
This is just me and you needing different things, you know?
Okay, it's fine.
Mas
I'll
se
back
for
off.
ela, eu concordo.
Hey, Jennifer.
Mas das jogadoras de
Anything
vôlei,
happens to
a
her?
Gabi
I'm coming back here with that steak, got it?
I'll hold my breath.
Guimarães é o amor da minha vida. Meu
And
Deus.
just
Completamente
be careful,
apaixonada pela
okay?
Gabi.
So,
Eu não sei, assim, o que ela tem que
I
eu
guess
fico
I'll see you in
tipo,
class.
meu Deus.
Yeah, about that.
what?
Nothing, it's not important, just a dumb question about my midterm.
Okay.
Ela nem... Ai. A Dani é muito chata, mano.
Annette, smooth.
You suck.
What the...
Are those giant mushrooms? God, I hate this place.
Tá chovendo cogumelos gigantes.
So, it was kind of a long night last night. Seems the
Deixa eu ver
Alchemy
quem
Club
é ela.
lost control of this giant underground fungus.
Idiots.
And these huge mushrooms popped up and started shooting spores at people.
Ah,
and anyone who inhaled
sim.
them kind of started lurching around like a zombie.
Actually, that part was pretty funny.
Right up
Ela
to
é
the moment they
linda.
tried to burn down the
Tipo
Lustig
assim,
Theater building.
eu acho que tem
Yeah, it's
muitas
so
outras
funny.
mulheres mais
And
bonitas
tried
que a
to
Gabi
attack anyone who stopped them.
Yeah, it's not
no,
Okay,
no
you
time.
can stop pretending to be all
Mas
callous
ela,
and
pra
different.
mim, é minha crush
saw you
máxima.
I was just
Eu nem
saving
sei
myself
explicar
from the
por quê.
spores.
Eu só sei
Sure
que...
you are. Anyway, those of
Ai,
us
ai.
who, for whatever reason, didn't get a face full of mushroom dust spent the evening hacking apart 6-foot toadstools
Olha a carinha.
and rolling
Olha a
barrels
carinha
of
dela.
fungicide into the basement of any building within a half mile of the Lustig, which, side note, what is it with people trying to burn that place down? Didn't they already torch it back in 1904?
Nobody likes theater students.
Crazy cooking club prank. My hair still smells like burning portobellos.
Hey, Perry, I don't think that those
Don't bother. She's trying to convince herself Day of the Triffids out there has something to do with the calf greenhouse getting out of control.
That is not beyond the realm of giant mushrooms.
Did you see Danny out there? I mean, good thing she was on our side, because that was violent.
Yeah, I don't think she's taking our thing from yesterday very well.
Yeah, I'd steer clear of her for a little while, especially if she's armed.
Not to be inhospitable, but why the hell are you two here?
The test results came back for the fluid we found in Sarah Jane and
Vocês
Natalie's
estão
room.
aqui?
And?
Maybe some kind of cyclical natural thing like a jellyfish.
So it was cerebrospinal fluid.
Is that what I think it is?
It's the fluid in your brain sac.
So I stuck my hand in a puddle of Betty's brain fluid. Oh.
Oh, it gets better.
Lembram que a primeiro episódio ela pegou um bilhete? Acho que foi o primeiro ou o segundo episódio. Ela pega um bilhete e tá cheio de coisa na mão e tal. Aquele negócio gosmento que ela pegou na mão era fluido cerebral.
Not.
And what exactly is your idea of better?
I looked at it through our electron microscope, and I found these.
A La Fontaine é uma nerdola, pra quem não percebeu.
What are those?
I think it's some kind of parasite.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about parasites. I'm a vampire, not a guinea worm.
Okay, but this could be what makes Betty and the other girls started acting so crazy. I mean, parasites do that, right? Like the thing in the Amazon that makes ants climb up trees before it kills them.
Exactly, or that protozoa that makes you like cats. Is there something you make them drink or something injected?
Eu
or
adoro
inhaled?
que volta e meia eles
Whatever's
citam
happening to them happens
gatos.
after my mother takes
Assim,
them.
Think carefully. There
o
has to
outro
be
vampiro
something.
lá,
Yeah, sure.
chamando
Okay,
a
let's just
Carmilla
dissect my deeply
de
painful past.
gatinha
In detail.
I don't want to make
e
her
outras
uncomfortable,
coisas,
but
assim, porque a Carmilla
witness
consegue se
I know,
transformar
it's
num
just-
gato preto
Kind of lost someone
gigante.
a while ago, and I think talking about it makes her sad or guilty or. And those are things that a human might feel, so she's probably gonna go scour herself with lye or eat somebody. You don't think she'd eat somebody?
Yeah, crushes on vampires.
What? I feel sorry for her is all.
Aham, claro.
That her mom
Sorry.
treats her, it's no wonder she
Essa é a
has
cara de quem
baggage.
feel
Well, I want to
sorry.
figure this out before her baggage crushes us. So, minion vamps take girls, they infect them with the brain.
Feel sorry for her. Human
Oh,
might
oh.
feel, so she's probably gonna go scour herself with lye or eat somebody.
Olha, olha,
You
olha.
don't think she'd eat somebody?
Yeah, crushes on vampires.
What?
Aham, olha aqui, olha aqui.
I feel sorry for her is all.
É,
The way that her mom treats her, it's no wonder she has baggage.
Well, I want to figure this out before her baggage crushes us.
é bem pena.
So, minion vamps take girls, they infect them with the brain parasites, hence pod people, and then they kidnap them again. Why?
What if they don't?
What?
Parasites have life cycles, right? So what if the girl's disappearing a second time isn't the vampires at all? What if it's like the next stage of the parasite? What if it's something that we've never even seen before at all?
No. These are not things that happen. Vampires and evil, weird brain parasites and giant mushrooms. No. We're supposed to have a movie night and a formal dance at the end of term, and
You will come to me with boy problems or girl problems or
Como é que é o nome dela mesmo?
problems, but not all of this evil, weird
Ela malha.
conspiracy.
Olha aqui a voltinha
This needs to stop
do
happening.
braço.
I demand that this
Tipo assim,
stops happening. Just be normal.
não super, mas ela treina. Ai, peraí. Ah, droga, deixa eu arrumar aqui. Saiu da playlist. Eu tava no... E agora? Oh, look at her! Peraí.
Advantage you can get.
Não, não é. Esse já foi. 25?
That is not beyond the realm of...
Não. 26. Bracinhos de yoga. Pode ser. Mas ela treina. De alguma coisa ela faz.
Gee, Pear, tell us how you really feel.
Perry.
Look, I get that this is all big fun for you, Susan, but you can't just expect everyone to go along with all of this insanity.
Like it or not, Pear, weird is the way it is.
That doesn't mean you need to fling yourself into every weird situation you can
peraí.
find head first. Like this nonsense where you won't even let me call you Susan anymore.
I don't want to be...
Ó, essa parte eu acho muito legal. Porque ela é... Ela não, né? Ele é não binário. Então, é La Fontaine o nome. E aí, essa parte que a Perry fica com dificuldade de aceitar. E elas são amigas desde de muito tempo. Eu, na verdade, eu não sei qual os pronomes que ela usa agora na série. Eu não consigo lembrar. Se é ele e ela, ou se é qualquer pronome. E aí a Perry tem muita dificuldade em não chamar ela mais de Susan. Ele mais de Susan. E é muito legal essa conversa aqui.
Be Susan anymore.
Well, that's too bad because she was my friend. I don't even know who you are anymore.
Isso machuca muito La Fontaine.
Are you okay?
Peachy. My best friend since I was 5 thinks I'm some sort of freak. I'd like to find something to experiment on now.
Yeah, or maybe just for tonight we stuff our faces with popcorn and watch bad sci-fi because I have been marked for death by a vampire cabal. And you are fighting with your best friend.
Yeah.
Legal, né? Tipo assim, importante, porque isso foi há 7 anos.
No, I can't.
What the hell? Hey, Laura, you're dreaming. It was just a dream. Hey.
Blood. There was blood
Olha
everywhere
só.
again. It filled the room until it was an ocean, and above it this light. Nothing should shine like that, like the rotted heart of the world.
So that's not creepy. Do you think these are still the dreams that mean she's been chosen? She shouldn't be having these dreams anymore. The charm should have chased the vampires away.
I don't think it's a vampire. It's the girl. The girl in the nightdress.
You saw her?
I think so. She was in the room as the blood rose. She didn't even try and swim. Why didn't she try and swim?
Did she say anything?
No. Maybe.
Eu acho que
not
a
to go into
Elle,
the
né?
light, 'cause the light is hungry.
Awesome, I didn't need to sleep again ever. That's everything she said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You asked about her before. It's her, isn't it? It's Elle.
I don't know. I've never seen her. The girls we talk about her sometimes. Little girl with a mole right here. But she's never tried to say anything to me. Who are we talking about now?
Her ex. Kind of. She got taken a long time ago. Maybe she can't get to you. Maybe it's like a non-vampire thing.
Muito sofrido. Eu me perdi de novo aqui, gente. É muito difícil fazer react de uma coisa que eu sou obcecada. Porque eu hiperfoco. Mas olha a carinha de tristeza, gente. Eu queria muito. Eu bati de novo? Não. Eu queria muito saber o que é isso aqui, ó. Que quadro é esse aqui atrás? Porque agora que eu já assisti algumas vezes, eu presto atenção em outras coisas. Tipo, tem uma tiara aqui. E aí tem um quadro de caveira, que inclusive eu achei muito legal. Isso aqui eu não sei da onde eles tiraram. Mas tinha algumas coisas assim que... Ó, isso aqui parece até um desenho da própria Carmilla. Peraí. Aqui também. Tipo assim, parece uma coisa antiga. Não parece? De uma fotografia ou um desenho antigo.
Hungry. Not to get all fascinated by weird things, but maybe it's a clue. Maybe it has something to do with the second stage of the parasite.
Could be, but how are we going to cross-reference some ancient evil light with weird parasitic brainworms and... Oh, no.
How did you idiots ever trap me?
Just in case we don't come back, we are recording
Essa
this
faca é
message.
de mentira,
We've
né?
determined that a research trip, which some of you
Eu
may
nunca
not
tinha
approve of,
percebido.
is a necessity.
And since the sub-basements where the archives are housed only exist after dark, a day trip was out of the question. So, if you're watching this, Danny, Perry...
Oh, hell no. We are not apologizing to them. We are ready for the weird. We thrive on it. We tape our flamethrowers to our pulse rifles,
Olha a
and we
carinha,
make
olha
the
a
weird
carinha.
submit. We're going to the library.
Ai, de novo. Que eu vou ter que arrumar o tempo todo agora. Tá muito
So
devagar
we
pra ela se
survived the
machucar.
research trip, which we should probably never speak of again. And here is our haul. One gnarly Sumerian book from before time began, and...
The rescued digital consciousness of one J.P. Armitage, junior records clerk and Silas student, class of 1874. Say hi to the internet, J.P.
Because somebody really did get absorbed into the library catalog.
Eu fiquei muito curiosa pra saber como é que é sumério antigo.
We really need to find you a better interface. Anyway, turns out JP has helped us before. Remember the
Sim.
truly stellar search results and
A
timely
Carmilla,
warnings for
tipo,
us to flee from our last trip to the library? All courtesy
principalmente
JP.
nessas
According to JP, there was a
temporada.
rash of disappearances in 1874 as
Ela é
well.
muito no
And
canto,
although he
assim.
didn't have an electron
Não tem
microscope
muito,
to suss out the brain
muita ação
parasites,
dela.
he did get way
E é
further
muito
along
bom.
than we did with his research into the
Esse cabelo amarrado, meu
Surintem,
Deus.
or the hungry light, and the cult of vampires serving it, aka
Isso me faz
the
lembrar que a
Dean's
minha
Special
crush
Counsel.
que mora no
He'd even found
condomínio,
reference to
no
this
primeiro
giant
bloco,
Sumerian tome that's supposed to
cortou
have
a
a section on it,
franjinha.
which is what he was
Tá de
searching for in the
franjinha agora.
sub-basement when he got absorbed.
Muito bom.
Well,
Tá
when your
linda.
librarian better have more than just hungry and eats girls, because that pretty much describes everything in this book.
No, but there's gotta be something.
No, Yogoth, raised
Yogoth.
with 12 virgins, burned at the stake.
Yeah. Muito bom. Tá linda, linda. Quando eu vi, vou só parar um pouquinho assim. Ela mora num térreo. E aí eu tava passando. E aí eu olhei pra janela dela, do quarto dela. E bem na hora, ela virou pra mim. E aí eu fiquei tipo, ai meu Deus. Meu Deus do céu. Socorro. E continuei andando. Tipo assim, deu um baque no coração e eu, meu Deus. E aí eu bati no poste do condomínio. Acontece, né, gente? Acontece. Mas o que eu ia falar é que ela fala que... Deixa eu voltar aqui, ó. Eu gosto. Isto aqui é, para quem não sabe, um monstro do Lovecraft. Eu juro, gente, eu não fui com a cara, eu dei com um ombro, assim, no poste. Mas o Yogoth é um monstro do Lovecraft, que, inclusive, é citado no primeiro conto do Stephen King de Sombras na Noite, que tem vídeo no canal, do Jerusalém Slot. tá? Não sei se o Thiago lembra, mas Yogoth foi citado. Sim, ele já também usou algo parecido, se eu não tô errada. E tem outro conto também. Peraí, deixa eu pegar o livro. Aqui a gente é cheio das referências. Deixa eu achar. Eu sou o Portal, 96. Eu também tenho vídeo no canal sobre esse conto. Que é um conto de um cara que tem olhos nas mãos e tal. E aí as pessoas vão sendo assassinadas no conto. E antes, ele queima as mãos e aí ele começa a ter olhos nos peitos. Esses olhos é do Yogoth. E muito bom, muito bom. Mas no Jerusalém Slot, ele é falado o nome. No Eu Sou o Portal é só citado. Mas no Eu Sou o Portal, ó. Sombras da Noite, livro Sombras da Noite do Stephen King, página 61. Eu vou falar num termo bem ruim, tá? Porque são umas palavras estranhas. É Jiajin Vardar. Aqui tá escrito Yogozoth. Acho que é a mesma coisa. Yogozoth. Agora eu tô... Peraí. Agora eu tô na dúvida. Peraí. Vamos descobrir. Assim, né? Lovecraft. Imagens. Não, mas não tem nada que apareça. Eu acho. Não, é outro. É outro. E o Goth é outro monstro. Não é o. Deixa eu ver. Acho que não vai aparecer nada demais de estar no meu Chrome. Não. Aí. É que é difícil escrever essa palavra, né? É outro monstro. Eu achei que era o mesmo. Yogozoth. E o Goth. São dois monstros distintos. Então esquece o que eu falei sobre estar nos contos do King. Mas é um monstro de Lovecraft ainda. Essa parte eu acertei. Chocada. Porque, né, tão estranho. Não é uma palavra que a gente sabe escrever direito, né? Pelo menos não eu.
Raised with 12 virgins burned at the stake. Kalos, sprinkled with the blood of virgins, smeared on the roots of this sacrificial tree. Nyar Logoth prefers the livers of virgins, force-fed nothing but red wine for 96 days.
Nossa.
13-year-old boys have so much more subtlety.
Yeah, that's the problem with the existence of horrors from beyond the dawn of time. Their lack of subtlety. Though it is pretty cool you can read Sumerian.
1871 was a dull year. I decided to read Gilgamesh.
Olha só.
Though it is pretty cool you can read Sumerian.
Olha, Laura.
1871 was a dull year. I decided to read Gilgamesh.
A carinha de apaixonada. Eu também ia estar completamente
you're
apaixonada
still
por qualquer
here.
mulher que saiba ler sumério.
Because I
Não
saw
tem
Laura's
como
last
não
video
estar.
about going to the library, and I thought I'd just check to make sure you weren't dead, and you're not. So that's fine.
She'll come around, you'll see, because you're awesome. And we would literally be nowhere without you. You know that, right?
Thanks. Come on, JP. Let's you and I hit my homunculate anatomy course and see if we can't figure out anything about these parasites.
Great. And we will keep reading the giant Sumerian tome of Do Not Want.
Vai chegar pertinho, vai chegar pertinho.
So, thanks, by the way, for coming with us to the library.
I thought we were never speaking of that again.
Yeah.
Olha aqui.
You came along because you want to know what happened to her, didn't you? So you're hoping that you can save her somehow?
Don't start expecting heroic vampire crap from me, Cupcake. If I know better than to mess with my mother, I sure as hell know better than to spit in the eye of something old enough to think it's a god. Besides, the wench is dead.
So are you. Doesn't seem to be putting a dent in your social life. Besides, if you want me to stop having heroic notions about you, you should probably stop saving my life.
Then who would buy the cupcakes?
Aham. Olha a carinha.
There is just nothing
olha
like a
só,
good night's
gente.
sleep,
Não
right,
tem
sleepyhead?
como. Olha só.
Then who would buy the cupcakes?
Olha isso aqui. Mano. Não tem como. Assim, ela não estar já completamente apaixonada.
There is just
Eu
nothing
estaria
like
no
a good
primeiro.
night's sleep,
No
right,
primeiro
sleepyhead?
Carmilla.
I mean, I did dream about that weird black cat thing again, but I think that's just my subconscious
Black
being
Cat
weird.
de novo.
This morning, after a long night of fruitless research, it is more fruitless research. This time for my final lit paper, on which I am woefully behind. If anyone had told me before college that fighting evil required this much paperwork, I would not have believed them.
Where is she? Because she thinks this is some kind of joke, that she's trying to teach me a lesson. It is in such incredibly bad taste.
Where is who now?
Susan LaFontaine. And I know that she's mad at me, but that is just no excuse for all this.
LaFontaine isn't here.
What? No, she has to be. It has to be a joke.
What has to be a joke?
Her room was a mess, and this was stapled to the door.
Dear student, your nosy little friend no longer attends Silas University because A.
De
She
novo,
meddled in
o
things that were none of her
papelzinho.
business. B. Did you really think we wouldn't find out what you were up to? C.
Com
We are
opções,
ancient
né?
and terrible. D. None of you are safe. We'll take anyone we want. Exit procedures have commenced. No action on your part is required.
Tan, 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 tan.
They could have taken her anywhere. They could be doing anything.
Sure.
Eu queria muito saber
But
qual é
anybody
os
laughs at the other missing
pronomes
girls. They're
que a
down by
Laura
two and they need to
usa.
make
Eu
up
não
numbers.
lembro.
What do you mean down by two?
Well, they already lost
Porque
Sarah
também
Jane
usa
and I
cupcake
stopped them from
como-
taking Laura here.
So you mean that because you
A
protected Laura, they
Nicole
needed a replacement,
é
and so they
quem?
took
É a
and
policial
you just
ou
let
é a
them-
irmã
Why wouldn't you have given her
da
a bracelet too?
Winona?
Why wouldn't you have warned somebody?
Because whoever I
Eu
help,
não
they just
lembro.
end up taking more. I didn't think it would be one of your friends. I told you I'm not the hero of this piece.
Thinking, the two of you, getting involved in all of this and putting everything you do up online for everyone to see? Oh God, what if they're putting those things in her brain?
Ela tem ponto de postar coisas na internet pra
What if
todo
the last
mundo
thing she
ver.
remembers is that I was awful to her?
I did this. They took
Eu não
LaFontaine
lembro que ela
because they
chama
couldn't take me.
a namorada de Cupcake.
Because they could see my videos
All right,
and they knew what we were
okay,
up to.
just stop all of this before I get queasy. Cupcake, you are ridiculous and headstrong.
Como é que é? Tem na primeira temporada de Arcane. E agora eu não lembro o nome das suas personagens. Mas uma fala pra outra, né? You're hot cupcake. E eu fico tipo, meu Deus. Tem uma questão. Mulheres que gostam de mulheres vão entender. É o tom, né? Aquele tom que é o que a Carmilla usa pra falar, que é uma coisa. Eu tô de novo super clara. Tu não viu Arcane? Pelo amor de Deus, Thiago. Eu assisti Arcane. Mas enfim. É um tom de voz que a mulher usa. Ela baixa o tom, o timbre. Não, o timbre não tem como mexer. Eu acho que o timbre não tem. Enfim, não vou entrar em méritos de detalhes. Não sei. Mas ela dá uma baixada na voz e fala com mais suavidade. Que nem a Carmilla conversando com a Laura, ou falando naturalmente. O You're Hot Cupcake de Arcane e o Hey Adora de She-Ra. She-Ra, né? É She-Ra o nome do desenho. Não é? Outra obsessão da minha vida. Hey, Adora. Meu Deus do céu.
And naive, and this whole Lois Lane Jr. gig is doomed. Okay? But unless you're going around kidnapping girls for some ancient, unspeakable evil, nothing that's happening right now is your fault.
Really?
Eu acho que vocês
entendem. Former minion of the evil? Yeah.
Okay, but Perry's
Vocês
not wrong
pegaram
either. We need to be smarter than this.
que eu quis falar
We need to
sobre
make
o
sure that
tom
we've
baixo,
warned
né?
anybody who might be in harm's way. Which includes you. If you are on the Silas campus, you are in danger.
Duh. Though, did anyone think to tell that big puppy that follows you around that his BFF's a vampire?
Oh my god, Kirsch.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Dude, no. Okay, Will's my bro. He came with me to SJ's memorial.
My bro.
Which is really sad.
Kirsch, I'm sorry.
Memorial's nice though.
Save the Andes. Olha a camiseta dele.
Their name on it. I bring her flowers sometimes. Pink ones. She liked pink stuff.
That's sweet.
And look, I get it. You guys are trying to help me because you think I'm dumb.
No.
All right, you think I'm not good at math or science or English or whatever, but I know
E
bros.
tá aqui atrás também, ó.
And Zetas, we walk through fire for each other. And even if Will is a vampire, he's a Zeta first.
Doesn't work that way, Beefcake.
Well, listen, out of the two of you, my man Will never tried to bite me.
Just
Beefcake.
do me a favor, okay? Just be careful around him.
Cupcake.
I was not kidding when I said
Beefcake.
he tried to kill me.
Okay, yeah. And hey, if you're not too busy fighting evil, maybe you would come to the post-midterm bash on Friday? We're wrapping the goat and bacon this year.
Yum.
Eles vão fazer o quê?
Can send a dude to college.
This year.
Enrolar a cabra com bacon.
Wrapping the goat and bacon this year.
Yum.
Nossa. Que delícia.
Can send a dude to college, but you can't make him think.
It must be nice sometimes, though, to be normal or oblivious. Nothing to worry about except the midterm bash and whether the person you like is going to be there. That must sound so stupid to you. You've been to, what, a zillion dances?
Yeah, but most of the time I was bait in a supernatural con game.
So you can't remember what kids did for kicks back in 1698?
Essa cena é muito
It wasn't
fofa.
much different.
Olha,
We drank a
olha.
lot and danced like fools. Waltzing was fun. It had a Frizal scandal back then.
How is waltzing scandalous?
Well, partners were face to face, chest to chest.
Jesus amado.
All of that whirling. In 1698, it may as well have been sex.
So you had some fun after all?
Once or twice. Why don't you just take mine? I'll curl up on the floor.
Eu
No,
acho que
I
não
couldn't make
é
Vampire
o jeito como se
constitution
fala
trumps
com
lower
gato
back
ou
pain.
criança. Eu não falo com a
Thanks.
criança desse jeito. Eu acho que é um tom mais
Worst crush
de sedução
ever.
mesmo. E você não chega. Você tá falando do tom baixo, né? Você não chega pra uma criança. Hey, Adora. Se você chega pra uma criança e fala isso, eu vou aqui fazer uma ligaçãozinha pra polícia. Porque assim. Pelo amor de Deus. Não, né? Mas é diferente. Eu falo com os meus gatos de uma forma extremamente fina e aguda e escandalosa. Que, inclusive, eu li uma vez que gatos gostam de vozes mais... Preferem, tipo, se dão melhor com mulheres porque a voz é mais aguda. Mas voz... Não é voz suave. É um tom de sedução, é diferente. Voz suave é outra coisa. Voz calma é outro rolê. Conversar com seu crush, conversar com gatos e crianças é outro rolê.
Good morning, Laura's viewers. So, as some of you are probably aware, my best friend has been kidnapped, and there's really absolutely nothing that any of us can do about it. But instead of sitting around and panicking, I decided to make myself useful. There was a lot to clean, so that's done. Oh, I should go check on the brownies.
Eu mudo meu tom de voz. Eu acho que eu sou mais... Eu acho que eu prolongo mais. Limpeza, ela falou. A Perry tava limpando coisas. Por que ela tá dormindo na cama da Carmilla? Enfim. Tipo assim, uma criança vem falar comigo e fala assim, vamos lá, sabe? Vamos brincar. Eu alongo a frase. Com gato, eu falo um dialeto completamente diferente. Uma voz extremamente aguda. Mas, tá. E eu tinha esquecido. E acho que com bebê eu falaria... já foi presenciado na live, inclusive. Esse nenenzinho tá dormindo aqui no meu lado, bebê. Tipo isso. E aí... Com bebês eu acho que eu falaria fino também. Mas eu não convivo com bebês e com crianças. As crianças eu tento manter o mesmo tom, assim. Só prolongo. Mas de aveludar a voz, aí é outro esquema.
I know, but I ran out of things to clean, so I thought it was time we had a little talk. Brownie?
Thanks.
A Carmilla tá dormindo
Sorry,
no
I
chão.
keep dreaming there's this giant cat thing sleeping on the floor.
Oh, that's probably just Carmilla. Carmilla? Carmilla? Do you want a brownie?
Seriously? I was just getting to sleep. Did you vacuum around me?
Okay, so now that you're both awake, I think it's time that we had a floor meeting.
So we're in hell now.
Seems so. Brownies are good.
The two of you can be flip all you like, but the fact remains that La Fontaine is missing, and we need to start doing something about it right now. So, first, I think we need to put this thing on some kind of delay so that we aren't just giving ourselves away if something evil is watching. Second, are we calling the police?
No.
Possibly hiring a private investigator.
No.
Mercenaries, bloodthirsty killers for hire, we can do that, right?
We went over all this with Betty. The police won't come unless campus security calls them, and no private investigator will even set foot on this campus, which really is an indication. And I don't even know how you go about finding mercenaries. But we'll hit the book. There's supposed to be something in there. In the meantime, I think I saw some mold behind the toilet, so you can...
And now for our daring daylight escape.
And now for hitting the book. She might be traumatized, but she isn't wrong.
Eu acho ótimo que ela continua aqui, ó, com um copinho dela de sangue. Eu queria muito saber o que é isso.
Ah, God damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Is
didn't...
that new stuff appearing on the book because you spilled blood on it? Right, of course it is.
It's an entry from something called La Formes, the light that devours, an ancient evil that demands...
Sacrifice.
I'm not sure about the symbol there. 5, shocker, virgins every 20 years. Once victims are marked,
Por que
their
sempre
world
virgens?
narrows to celebration.
It likes party girls, that's it, that's our thing, so how do we stop it?
Old as the ocean's depths, the light that betrays all, blah, 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 draws the devoured to it and consumes
Eu acho muito bom o microfone
their minds, which
dessa
increases the light and
websérie.
draws in more of the
Porque
devoured.
o Stupid Wife
So
é
it's
meio
absorbing
estranho
their
o som.
minds and using the energy to draw more people in.
Mas a
And
qualidade
if Elle's reaching out to
do,
us, then
They're conscious in there.
do
God, this
áudio
just
é
gets
muito bom.
creepier and creepier.
Word.
Hey, why are we all freaking out?
Oh, you're back. You're all right.
Ah, mas só porque é virgem não é... Não foi tocada pelos temores do mundo, ela só não transou, sabe? Tipo, é meio puritanismo.
What do you mean I'm
Mas
back? I
eu
didn't go
entendo que
anywhere.
vem das antigas histórias
I
e elas quiseram
go
manter. Toda vez isso agora, toda vez isso agora.
There's just nothing. I remember being here talking to you when I was in that corner.
A
like,
live
no
vai
time
até as
passed.
4h30,
It was
tá,
more than
gente?
just a day. We didn't think you'd come back. That other girl, Elsie, she didn't come back.
They really took me. If they did, those things are in my brain. How long do I have? Great. So, what do we know? Please tell me you didn't waste an entire day making brownies.
No, we found it. It's this devouring light thing called lupiformes.
Formulas.
And it looks like the dean sacrifices 5 girls to it every 20 years.
Wow, so much for the university's progressive policies on feminism, huh? So, why would the dean do that?
Well, why does anyone start a cult? Wealth, power, eternal youth? To get back at people you knew in high school?
So, is there anything in the book that might...
No, it's more in the all hail and cower mewling worms vein.
Okay, so maybe we don't have to go with the book, but ancient evil brain parasites, yes. So maybe they don't like aspirin or cough syrup.
It's almost dead. What's this?
I didn't see anything when they took me, but now I'm in this little room. It's dark and it smells like limestone and water, like a cave.
I don't know what she's bitching about. We're fine. Third one went so fast we didn't even collect her again. This one replaced the airhead. So we just need to score one more before the ritual for the new moon.
A reação da Carmilla é ótima.
Oh, damn it! This one's faded. Did you forget to water them again? Good news, smarty pants. The dean will see you now.
Oh, that's okay. I know she's busy.
Did you record your own kidnapping?
Olha.
Incompetent idiots. No, not you guys, my mother's minions. Who lets a kidnapping victim get in with a recording device? That's just...
Exatamente.
By which I mean...
Exatamente. Aqui, é um saco de... É o saco de rituais antigos. Precisa de uma pessoa completamente alheia ao que acontece ao redor dela. Tem que viver num conto de fadas. Sim.
Well done, you.
You did amazing. They have 3 girls down there, And they're all still alive.
Yeah, but we still don't know where there is, or how to deal with my mother, let alone some ancient unspeakable evil.
A La Fontaine tá meio
So we're
estranha,
still
né?
utterly screwed.
Olha.
But there's a ritual, right? So maybe we just need to stop them from taking any more girls until, what did Will say, the new moon. We just have to last until Friday. Which is also when my lit paper is due.
Well, hey, if we get sucked into an underground evil, your deadline will be moot.
Thanks. Hey, I gotta say, all things considered, you're taking this really well.
Yeah, it really doesn't seem to be that scary.
Ela parece
It's probably a
chapada.
bad sign, right? Oh, no. No, you can't be going yet. Oh, the others, they didn't go this fast.
Maybe it's because the ritual's so close. That might amp the little wormy dudes in my brain right up.
Snacks.
That won't be distracting.
It's okay. I'll stay with her and make sure she's okay. She's my best friend.
É.
Okay, come on, honey. Let's go. We'll find you someplace to
Pelo
go
menos
dancing.
agora eles sabem que o ritual tá próximo, né? Olha aqui, elas pertinho uma da outra. Ai, desgraça. Saco, tem que ficar botando o tempo todo.
Ooh, I am starting to miss having Perry around.
Parou de ir automático. Tá, vai voltar pro primeiro. Se eu deixar aí sozinho.
So,
Prestem
with
atenção
Carmilla
aqui, ó.
and JP researching mystical weapons on campus, of which there are an alarming number actually, I have decided it is time to tackle my scholastic progress, or lack thereof, by having a little conversation with my...
Hey, Laura. Harry said you needed to talk to me.
Oh, não.
My lit TA. Hey, Annie. You look good.
Thanks.
Não, melhor que
And
Carmilla.
You're still filming.
Sem fazer
After what happened to La Fontaine.
competição
God, are you still
feminina
watching?
aqui,
Oh, no.
mas já fazendo.
Not after the library. I worry too much.
Well, I'm glad that you still care. But if you aren't watching, then how'd you know about La Fontaine?
Oh, I ran into them in the hall.
Yeah, it's not good. So I was kind of hoping that I could ask you something.
Yeah, of course.
The immediate thing of all this is that it has been very stressful.
Yeah, I know.
Ela é super.
haven't
Ela é uma
exactly
boa
seen you in
pessoa, ela é
class
super
lately.
prestativa, mas ela me irrita.
Can I have an extension on my term paper?
Ela vai ficar puta.
Just for like a week until the big soul-sucking ritual I have to thwart is over.
What?
3 days?
Oh my god. I can't believe I thought. No, instead, you had me come all this way because you can't stay on top of your homework?
Seriously? Trying to save 4 people isn't worth 3 days. And wait, can't believe you thought what?
Nothing.
Did you think that I invited you over here so that we could...
Sim.
No, not anymore, I don't. I can't
Eu
believe
acho
your nerve.
exatamente isso.
Can't believe my nerve. I'm not the one being unfair and vindictive.
Well, you're not the one who got thrown over for Elvira, mistress of the snark.
Okay, that is so unfair.
No, you know what? I'm not having this.
Assim. Ela foi trocada. Ela foi trocada. E ela não teve um pingo de amor próprio porque voltou ali achando que a Laura ia tentar reaver as coisas. Mas vamos colocar a situação numa perspectiva aqui. Pessoas estão sendo sequestradas e vai haver um ritual. Inclusive, uma das amigas da Dani também, considerando aqui. E ela está preocupada e braba com a Laura e não quer dar essa moralzinha de estender o prazo de um trabalho que, neste ponto, é completamente inútil. Botando as coisas numa perspectiva, assim, você pode estar chateada, mas você podia dar uma ajudadinha também, né?
This conversation.
If you can't keep your supernatural affairs in order long enough to get your assignments done, that's your business.
E ela tá só fazendo isso por ciúme da Carmilla.
Come back never. This place was cleaner when you were tied up.
E eu não sei por que a Carmilla é tão desleixada.
Oh my god, she hates me. Danny hates me, and I'm gonna fail my lit course. Please tell me you're having
Prioridades.
a weapon situation.
Not so much.
Ela me odeia
Stella,
e eu vou
an enchanted spirit that kills dragons
reprovar
that only
em
a
literatura.
Christian saint. The
Foda-se
scepter
se ela me
of
odeia.
Kirkion will heal them. The holy hand grenade of Antioch would be perfect for an influx of monstrous rabbits.
Wait, what about this one? The blade of Hoster, forged from the burnt bones of star spawn and meant to shatter all that oppose it. Yeah,
Eu
that's
acho que o áudio delas é melhor
No.
do
Well,
que
it's sealed into the face of a cliff in an underwater cavern like 1,000 feet
o
below
meu.
sea level. Nobody could survive that, which is probably the point. We just need something a little less
Nos
epic
vídeos.
quest and a little more borrowed from the Museum of Warfare and Atrocities. Maybe a nice bazooka.
I could get it.
What?
The sword. I could get it. Pressure depth and nitrogen narcosis aren't really issues for a vampire.
That would be... I mean, you'd be risking your life, and if your mother found out, she would...
Yeah, well, my mother fed the only person I cared about to a monster, and maybe I don't feel like letting that happen again.
Wow, that's...
Você não
I know that you're not just doing
entendeu?
it for me, but seriously.
Não.
You're an idiot.
Não.
Of course I'm doing it for you.
Obrigada.
Where'd you get that?
A Carmilla literalmente falou assim: minha mãe deu a única pessoa que eu me importei pra um monstro. E eu não vou deixar que isso aconteça de novo. Ou seja, tem uma pessoa ali, a única pela qual ela se importa. Leia nas entrelinhas, Laura! E aí ela me fala! Eu sei que você não está fazendo isso por mim, meu anjo. Por quem mais ela estaria fazendo? Na moral. Por quem?
I found it here. I thought that you left it...
Get it off! What? Ah! Laura! No, Laura!
Aí foi que o barraco desabou. Essa que meu barco se perdeu. A Laura também malha.
Hello, sweetheart. I thought it was time we had a little talk.
Mommy dearest. Dearest.
Mother.
You didn't come when I sent for you. I can't imagine poor William was at all unclear. He doesn't quite have the brains for delicacy.
So if you're gonna kill me, why not just come yourself?
Kill you? When you think of the lengths I've gone to save you from your own foolishness? No. But I thought we should talk without your little friend.
Eu achei a atuação dela muito boa.
Speaking of which...
Tipo, ela conseguiu mudar de uma garota de 19 anos histérica pra uma deusa da morte, ser sobrenatural maligno.
One day you'll understand.
Do you think I'm ever gonna understand why you fed the only girl I've ever loved to an abomination?
I think you're a practical girl, and you'll see that everything I do for the best. That silly little creature couldn't have loved you. The second she knew what you were, she spilled your secrets like an idiot schoolchild. She was a cockroach, a wretched, crawling thing like this one. And you...
Ei, não fala da Laura.
Glittering girl, are a diamond. Stone cannot love flesh.
See, all I'm hearing are your excuses for why you let a supernatural suckfest turn you into its kitchen staff.
Mas eu concordo que a Carmilla é um bebê.
Claw the blade of
Tem
Hoster
que
from
pôr num
its underwater
potinho
grave and
e proteger.
strike out the light where we worship.
Inclusive dessa mãe maluca, maligna.
It was a good plan, but you won't try it. It's a blade meant to consume anyone who wields it. Why do you think the cult of Hoster buried the wretched thing? Oh, darling. There's no way for you to fight and nothing to fight with. Sometimes that's just the way of the world, and we must learn to bear it as best we can.
So if it's all doomed, why even bother coming to tell me?
Because I would hate for you to become a threat to the sacrifice. And instead, I thought I'd offer you a deal. If you can keep your little pet here from making more trouble, I'll let you keep her. Take
E
someone else
agora?
instead.
How could I ever trust you?
Why don't I start us off with a gesture of good faith? William, why don't you bring in your little friend?
Ele é muito besta, cara.
Hi, sugar puss.
Will said you needed some help with your big rescue plan. And I was like, the Zetas are in. You know, we're up to being big damn heroes.
Ele é literalmente o...
Isn't he, darling?
Como é que é o nome daquele cachorro?
Enjoy chivalry.
Hey, Laura, you're acting
Do BoJack.
kind of weird even for you.
Hush, dear. The grown-ups are talking.
I thought your hungry little nightlight wanted virgins.
Oh, you've been reading Barclay's transcriptions. That man was obsessed. No, we
É.
just take girls
Como é que é o
because it's
nome
traditional.
dele?
Besides, the world's just gonna grind them
Peanut
up.
butter?
It's
Não, né?
almost a mercy.
What's she talking about?
This
Yeah.
one they'll believe some idiot accident. Perhaps depression over his lost sweetie. So what's it to be? Shall we take the prom king here and leave you and the little moppet alone?
Dude, I don't get what she's talking about.
Oh, it's cool, bro. You're gonna save Laura.
Mr. Peanut Butter. Mr.
Because the
Peanut
other
Butter.
options
Ele
I
parece
simply
Mr.
won't.
Peanut
They
Butter do
startle
BoJack
the
Horseman.
body right out the door and into the sacrifice.
Olha a carinha dela de triste, gente.
William?
Well, dude, what are you doing?
I'm joking you, bro.
Okay.
Just joking you, bro.
O que você tá fazendo? Não, eu tô te estrangulando aqui, tá?
She's
Tá bom?
safe so long as we
Beleza?
keep her from
Eu
meddling.
vou só te estrangular aqui
If either of you
rapidinho.
get in the way again, all bets are off.
You've made yourself clear.
I should hope so.
Tadinha!
Now be quick. Catch.
Oh, Laura, hey.
Carm.
Ai, meu Deus.
Hey, you're fine. It was... The necklace, it was just a trap from my mother. It was poisoned. But we got it off in time.
Your mom plays dirty.
É?
Man, she's
Você
gonna
nem
be so
imagina.
done when you show up all righteous with that sword.
Yeah, I don't think she's expecting anything like that.
Você já começou a mentir pro mozão. Tá mentindo pro mozão. Completamente compreensível. Amor da minha vida. Completamente compreensível.
Welcome to midterm week at Silas. Students are scrambling for
Olha
their
lá,
exams, the
Fonse.
stage is being built for the big party. And in an underground cavern, who knows where, a horrific sacrifice is being prepared. That's the bad news. The good news is that we haven't heard anything
É,
of
uma
any other
mentirinha
girls
do
going
bem.
missing, and with LaFontaine still hog-tied and headbanging,
A Laura ia ficar
the vamps are still
puta.
too shy of their magic number. Even more awesome than that is that we have totally researched up some mystical, vamp-killing, evil-ending sword that is going to level this tilt-a-world of a playing field. You're going to go out and grab that soon, yeah?
Soon.
Good. It will feel a lot better when we are all together and heavily armed. I wish JP was here, but someone seems to have misplaced our non-resident librarian.
Are you alright?
Yeah. That necklace did a number on me. I feel like I had a whole other brain crammed into my skull.
That'll pass.
Ugh. That is not helping either.
Ela já mudou
But I think
totalmente
it's
a
also this
postura
sit
ali
tight
com a
plan.
Laura.
I mean, What if the vamps just take 2 more tonight and make with the sacrifice anyway?
Well, Laura, this plan keeps you safe. It keeps your friends here safe. That's all we can do.
Ah, não.
You're right, it's all that we can do, but what if there were more of us? Remember when I first put the videos up online and all those people that I'd never even met just wanted to help? There is a whole campus full of people out there, and what do you get?
É meio difícil parar a Laura quando ela tá com uma ideia, né?
They don't want some vampire cult kidnapping their friends any more than we do. With that many people, we can search every basement and cave until we find them. It's perfect!
Carmilla surtando.
I will go get the troops rallied and you go get the sword, okay? Your mom and her loopy demon light thingy aren't even gonna know what hit him.
Meu Deus, agora ela morre.
Don't you have a sword to go get?
Yeah, that could have gone better. So, I got up on the big party stage and I explained to the assembled crowd that the Dean of Students was a
Eu acho que
vampire
ela
who
vai...
planned on sacrificing 5
Eu
of
ia
their
falar
classmates to
spoiler.
some ancient, brain-devouring, hungry light, and that it was time for all of Silas to rally together. And then, unfortunately, I was hit in the head with a tomato. Turns out Danny really has not gotten over things.
Cara, a
But
Dani
before the summer
continua
society could pummel me
atrapalhando.
with more various fruits, the Zetas showed up. Turns out Will and Kirsch are missing, and the last place anyone saw them was headed to this dorm. So the only reason I sit before you now, untarred and unfeathered, is because they couldn't agree on who had a better case of using me as a human piñata, and like all of their arguments, it quickly escalated into a free-for-all with paintballs and quarterstaff combat and no concern for the destruction of property. So I snuck to safety when they set the party stage on fire.
Go to the party.
So much for my big plan.
Mas não
Campus
tava
is a war zone,
gravando?
and I don't know what could have happened to Kirsch, and I don't know what to do about LaFontaine or Betty, and Carmilla's still gone, and I'm starting to get worried, and...
Por que a Dani é a personagem de cabelo
my
rosa?
video cache is full from a giant raw file from
Ah, tá, agora que ela vai descobrir.
Wednesday. But that should just be...
Hello, sweetheart. I thought it was time we had a little talk.
It's time for the party. I want to
A
go
Laura
to the
descobriu a
party.
mentirinha.
I know, sweetie. Shh.
A mentirinha do bem.
Not one more step, bloodsucker. What is this?
So what's it to be? Shall we take the prom king here and leave you with a little moppet alone?
Deal.
Excellent. Were you even gonna tell me about JP, about Kirsch, about the fact that she possessed me and used me to hurt my friends? Or was it just gonna be, sorry babe, no sword, no rescue, that's just the way the world is?
Laura, she promised to leave us alone.
Yeah, just so long as you let her kill my friends. You know, it's not the sword. The sword would kill you, and I get that. It's that you just gave up. After everything, you didn't even try.
Laura, that's
Go away, Carmilla. Go run and hide. We're done.
E assim, pra mostrar que a Carmilla estava, tipo assim, querendo fazer as coisas e tal, ela podia ter pegado a Penny ali, a Penny Perry, estraçalhado ela em 2 segundos, né? Mas assim, ela tentou falar com a Laura e a Laura tava muito braba. Tadinha.
So college isn't turning out quite like I thought it would. For those of you who have been watching, you know that a couple months ago the dean, who's evil, kidnapped my roommate Betty to feed some brain-devouring hungry light under the earth. I thought I could save my roommate, and instead all I've managed to do is get my friends brain-sucked and kidnapped. And my heart broken by my sociopathic vampire roommate, who's probably the only one who's going to survive any of this.
Eu ainda vou defender a
Also,
Carmilla
I'm pretty
aqui.
sure I flunked out. The worst part is that if I just sit here and do nothing, it'll pass me over. I could be safe and go home to my dad, and all I'd have to do is accept the fact that I don't understand the world and that I can't change it.
Você pode fazer?
And that even trying would be throwing away my life for nothing.
It's time for the party. I have to go.
Calm down, sweetie. There's no party.
There is, and it's now.
The party?
The party.
Laura, you were not helping.
No, I mean the party. When Carmilla did the translation, she said Their world narrows to celebration, but what if it was
E o
supposed to
que
be
elas
their
vão
world
fazer?
narrows to the celebration?
Qual vai ser a melhor ideia?
Is there a bright light at the party?
Yes, party light glittering.
And you know how to get there, how to get to the party.
I have to go.
I won't try and force you. There's no way that we can win. We might not even be able to make a dent.
I am supposed to be planning a post-midterms brunch and hassling my best friend because pipettes make crappy stocking stuffers. Some things are more important than whether you can win.
So sometimes you stand up anyway. Dad, if you're watching this, sorry for all the stupid things that I've done, and I love you. And Carmilla, if you're watching this, then you know.
Ela tava assistindo.
God damn it. Of all the imbecilic, idiots, suicidal, you just had to go and get yourself eaten.
E você tinha que se apaixonar pela garota que é imbecil, suicida e idiota.
Where the hell's Laura? Because this isn't funny.
What?
I just got a text. Trapped in basement of old chapel. Come quick, bring steaks.
Nossa, essa mexida de cabelo. Essa mexida de cabelo.
In basement of old chapel. Come quick, bring steaks.
Jesus
The Dudley
amado.
Chapel. The Lustig building. They're under the Lustig building.
Are you being serious? This isn't a joke?
Only the part that's happening right now, Xena. Okay. Get down there, rustle up your Brobdingnagian sorority sisters, and get to the Lustig. Hell, even tell the Zetas that's where the missing bros are.
And where are you going?
To do something really stupid.
Is that thing still running?
Yeah, I think we're supposed to be filming our soppy, heartfelt goodbyes or something.
Screw that.
Good call. See you at the violence.
So
É
a completely
muito.
unexpected thing just happened. We won. We actually won.
Agora.
We won. And Carmilla's dead.
Cara, essa parte aqui eu fiquei tipo, como assim? Penúltimo episódio, gente. Penúltimo episódio. A gente viu a temporada inteira juntos. Tudo bom? O surto?
So, Laura's kind of having a rough time right now.
So, Laura and I followed LaFontaine across campus to the Lustig building and then down through the basement into a series of caves.
I still cannot believe you used me as a human homing beacon.
No, it's just we were getting desperate and then...
No. That was hardcore. We do not apologize for the hardcore.
Eu adoro
I
LaFontaine.
missed you, weirdo.
Control freak.
Olha só o clima das duas. Tipo assim, exploram de uma maneira diferente a relação, mas... Olha aqui. Olha esses olhares, os olhares aqui.
Right, so
Melhor amiga.
then everyone was there. The vampires, the dean, Kirsch, and all the rest, and they were standing at the lip of this enormous chasm with their backs to us. So we rushed them, which was a bad idea. But I did manage to stake that one guy. Will? Oh, sorry, sweetie.
It's okay. I mean, you kind of had it coming.
But then the rest of the vampires caught us, and they threw Laura and I in an old broom closet to eat later.
You know the next part? They forgot to take away Laura's phone, which apparently has really great reception, so I get a text, and with
Eu amo que, tipo
a little
assim,
convincing.
eles não pegaram o celular dela, esqueceram, e tinha área do celular ótima. Como é que é? Coincidentemente, né? Tinha área de celular, tipo assim. E é
I
isso,
rustle
gente,
up the
aceitem.
cavalry. Phalanx of sisters,
E eu aceito.
40-odd Zetas, armed with their traditional tridents and salted herring. And so we free Laura and Perry, and we rush the vampire line. And we totally had them on the ropes when this rumbling started. And from the bottom of the pit, you could see this light
Exatamente.
And it was like
the sun coming up underground, and you're transfixed by the brightness. Everybody started walking right towards it, because what can you do but give yourself over to this light? Which was the moment this huge cat grabbed me by the scruff of my neck and dragged me away from the edge. And then it shrank and shifted, and there was Carmilla. With a sword. A sword like a hollow in reality, eating light.
And when the dean saw Carmilla, she screamed and came at us in this swarm of shadows, like crows scratching and clawing. And they fought like that until the dean transformed into a woman again, at which point Carmilla decks her in the face with the sword hilt and she falls into the pit.
But it was too late. The light was everywhere. You could see these figures in it reaching out for you. And I think Elle was maybe reaching out for Carmilla, and Carmilla was crying. Because in all this time she'd never been able to see her. But then Carmilla turned to me and said, you know, I really am starting to hate this heroic vampire crap. And then she leapt. Drove the sword right into the heart of the light, and the light shook and sputtered like it was alive, and the ghosts screamed, and they all fell together into the darkness.
Once the light was out, I guess the brain parasites died because everyone seemed to wake up, more or less.
I was arriving at the wine and cheese, and that's it. I don't even remember if I got any wine.
I was on a campus tour. I didn't even want to go to this school.
But we were all still stuck in an almost completely dark underground cavern with a gang of vampires. Except it wasn't totally dark, because all over the walls and in the air were these beautiful glowing puffballs, courtesy of the Alchemy Club.
Yeah, it was like having a bar fight in black light. And then this other vamp tried to break my arm, and Psych Society here saved my bacon.
That was accidental.
Hey, even if you save a Zeta's life, you become an honorary Zeta. You get a trident and everything.
Meu Deus, ele com esse negócio de Zeta.
And, you know,
E agora ele
it'd
tem
be
uma
kinda cool if
crush
you would-
gigantesca nela.
Well, when the chips are down, you're kind of like a bro. And I could sort of use one.
Well, finally, all the vampires surrendered. Except for Carmilla's mom, who was 50 feet down the cliff face, clinging on by her fingernails.
Oh, and she was doing the whole, you fools,
Será que ele
you don't know
tinha
what you've
negócio
done.
com o bro
You'll
dele?
regret this. Zombies will eat your liver, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and then Laura's like, hey, sorry, the students of Silas University would like a new dean because A, you're a callous evil witch. Yep, that one's it, A. And then Laura goes and pushes this rock that's been teetering on the edge, and bam, done with the dean.
Even better than that, now that the ancient demonic brain lantern is off, people are finally coming around, realizing they probably should have been upset about going to a school that serves eyeballs in the cafeteria, has safety protocols for escaped taco demons, and where Mortal Kombat is a prerequisite for tenure. The administration is finally going to have to listen to my long list of healthy... Yeah. Sorry, Laura.
Ela se empolgou.
It's okay.
Laura, you did it. You saved Betty. You saved almost everyone.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost everyone.
Ai, cara, olha a carinha dela. E agora, o último episódio. Ai, meu Deus.
Hey. So, after everything that happened, I didn't really feel like filming anymore, but...
Por que será?
Perry seems to think it'll be good for me. It'll provide closure or continuity or something.
Seriously. God, her soul possessions are like a pile of empty wallets and some punk rock t-shirts.
So Betty's back. Kind of. Turns out she was supposed to be going to Princeton, so she's just here while she's waiting to hear about a transfer.
Bleach? I'm going to need all of the bleach. God, how did you not die?
She's still a pretty good roommate, as roommates go.
Ela
She doesn't steal all my
tava
things,
possuída
and
desde o
she actually
começo.
uses the chore wheel.
Aquele
Oh, and I
verme
didn't fit.
na cabeça dela, a Betty, tava, tipo, deixando... Lembra que no primeiro episódio ela tava toda festeira e quis arrastar a Laura pra uma festa. Então, tipo, na verdade a Betty não é assim. Ela é essa pessoa toda certinha e tal.
Fail. Danny got my grades switched to the pass side of pass-fail on account of my saving 5 students from being eaten and all. Professor Cochran actually gave me an A- in journalism. She said that it would have been an A, but desperate last-minute rescues are
Oh
bad
my god,
form.
there's blood in the milk container. Why is there blood in the milk container? What is wrong with you people? Why would anyone go to this school?
Yeah, we've been having a lot of those since the battle. Aftershocks, I guess? Oh,
No.
MJP's okay. Kind of. Turns out LaFontaine had a backup USB, which is a little weird, but
Acontece que
better
a
to have
La,
than
La,
not.
a,
He and
a
LaFontaine have been
LaFontaine.
spending a lot
Talvez
of
os
time together in
pronomes
the
dela
library lately.
seja
I think they're
ela
kind of
e eu.
dating. Maybe.
Pelo menos na tradução.
Perry is dealing with that as best she can. I'm gonna miss those two when my dad comes to pick me up for reading week. And look, I know that she was a terrible roommate and kind of a terrible person sometimes, and that one big grand gesture doesn't make up for centuries of what's essentially murder, but
Compensa sim.
she was my terrible roommate, and she made the big gesture for me.
Claro que compensa, minha filha. Olha a carinha da Carmilla. Ela nem precisava fazer um big gesture tão grande assim, que já compensava e tava tudo bem, porque é a Carmilla, entendeu?
Hey, Laura. So something happened, and I
Eu
just wanted
adoro.
to come prepare you so that you wouldn't
Então,
freak out. So
contar um
Kirsch and
negócio.
some of his Zeta bros were throwing cherry bombs into the big pit under the Lustig, and they found.
Okay, sorry, Izzy, but she's heavier than she looks.
Carm. Okay. So we think she's. I
A
mean, she seems
atriz
dead, but she's a
falou,
vampire, right?
a Natasha falou que é muito difícil atuar como uma pessoa morta.
Blood! She needs blood! Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead.
Aí eu tô surtando. E ela não está morta.
Well, that was a kick.
Ai, meu Deus. Agora as amigas vão cair fora, né? Porque vão ver que estão sobrando.
Hey.
Olha a carinha, olha as carinhas.
Are you hurt? It looks like maybe you're hurt, and I'm sorry I hugged you so hard that you're hurt. It's just that you were dead, and now you're not, and I know that you're probably going
Ai, meu Deus.
through a lot of stuff with your mom. It's
Se
just...
beijem. Se beijem. Finalmente!
And I know that you didn't do everything for me, but I just...
Para de dizer isso, é óbvio que ela fez por você. Ai, meu Deus. Nossa, esse beijo aí foi mais forte. Uau mesmo.
So you're a giant black cat, huh?
Vimos toda a primeira temporada de Carmilla. Gente, eu vou voltar, né? Eu vou voltar aqui, peraí. Isso aqui tem que ver de novo.
And I know that you didn't do everything for me,
Não,
but...
volta aqui.
Probably going
Olha só
through a lot of
essa
stuff with your mom.
química,
It's just that...
sabe? Olha só essa tensão. Meu Deus. Ai, ai, que beijo bonito.
And I know that you didn't do everything for me, but I just...
Pensem. Aí, eu acho que esse beijo aqui, essa parte, já é mais delas, assim, sabe? Que não tava no roteiro tanto beijo.
So you're a giant black cat, huh?
Sim, era ela que tava protegendo nos sonhos e tudo. Ui, bem gays, amo. Então, gente, gostaram de ficar vendo websérie hoje? É diferente, né, do que eu fiz nos outros... nas outras lives. Gostaram de Carmilla? Ai, sim. Eu acho que eu sou gay. Atestado. Gay. Acontece, né? Acontece. Nas melhores famílias. Ótimo momento pra. Ótimo dia, né? Ficar vendo coisas de sapatão e vampiros. Um dia maravilhoso desse. Bom demais. Bom demais, gente. Tem nem discussão. Bom, gente, agora eu vou fechar a live, porque não era nem pra eu estar online ainda. Eu adiantei pra gente terminar a primeira temporada de Carmilla. Eu quero ver depois quem é que vai ir assistir a segunda temporada. Ah, Thiago, tem especial de Natal, tá? É na lista da primeira temporada. Tem um especial de Natal, mas eu não vou conseguir ver com vocês. É esse aqui, ó. Que é muito legal. É muito legal. Sério. Hoje, pelo menos, não. Tipo, o que eu quis dizer é que a gente pode ver o especial de Natal, a segunda e a terceira temporada juntas na Twitch também, nas lives. Mas hoje, não, né? E aí vocês podem ver em casa também. Entendeu o que eu quis dizer? Mas é isso, gente. Muito obrigada pela live. Vão assistir o vídeo no canal. Vão assistir o vídeo no canal. Assista um vídeo novo no canal. Quero ver. Eu acho que o Thiago vai maratonar a Carmilla. Eu tô com a sensação que ele vai maratonar a Carmilla. Não sei vocês, mas eu não posso ver coisas que eu vi com outras pessoas sozinha. Tipo, tu se sente traindo a pessoa? Eu não vou me sentir traída. Mas vocês vão ter que assistir de novo comigo depois. Tipo assim, eu não vou me sentir traída por vocês, entendeu? Mas se fosse uma namorada, aí sim. Ou minha irmã, dependendo, tipo assim, se a minha irmã vê MasterChef sem mim, não tem essa. Eu fico puta e vai ter briga. A gente vê MasterChef juntas. Tu não vê sem mim, não. Entendeu? Mas depende do rolê. Aqui eu tô em live, né? Outra história e tal. Bom, gente. Muito obrigada pela live. Eu não sei nem quantas horas eu estou aqui. Meu Deus, 3h30. Uma das lives mais longas que eu fiz. Cuidem-se. Eu vejo vocês na próxima semana, ou terça, ou quinta. Depende de como vai rolar a semana. Eu tô tentando sempre encaixar, mas é difícil, vocês sabem. E aí eu mantenho vocês informados pelo Instagram, pelo Twitter. Bebam água, exatamente. Vão treinar, comam frutas. Cuidado com esse calor. Tomam mais água ainda por conta desse calor. Passem protetor solar. Muito obrigada pela live, gente. E eu vou ver alguém pra dar... Para fazer... coisa, será? É que eu nem tenho muito tempo, né? Peraí. Essa pessoa apareceu aqui. Tá bom. Ela tá fazendo sprint, então acho que vai ser legal. Vocês podem ir lá. Beijo, gente.